Hey, well, y'all said earlier when I was on here, y'all were not online earlier when I was on here. Y'all need to come on in and let me talk to y'all for a minute. The girl is tired. The girl is tired. I need y'all. That girl just added space to her name. What's been going on? The girl is tired. Hello. But the girl is tired. Today is a one suit on me. Look, okay, so on the volume is low. Let me check over here. Can somebody confirm that, please? So we can make sure it's not in somebody's phone. You can't hear? I sound far.
What about now? No, it's not covered. What about now? The Bluetooth. The Bluetooth. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's better. Okay, cool. So the last couple of weeks, I don't know if y'all dealt with this before, but the last couple of weeks, I keep getting a word. It's been just a word, right? And usually when I get a word or a phrase or just whatever it is, right, I need to pay attention. Okay. So about maybe a week and a half ago, I'm gonna say that. About a week and a half ago, I got the word triangulation. I do not like triangulation. And I'm like, why are y'all telling me this? Because more than likely something is happening or something will happen or something I need to be paying attention to. Okay, cool. Cool. So triangulation kept coming up. And today I was reminded, I just posted on Substack and I was like, now I'm gonna go live about it. Because I already put on the community tab that I was gonna go live with y'all later today. This is later today. Okay, it's been a long day. There's some new replays on the porch. If you are on the porch and didn't receive a notification, a lot been going on. So I don't like triangulation. I've always had an issue with it, and it's probably because I'm extremely sensitive. Like, let's be for real. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm extremely sensitive, okay? And so when you're extremely sensitive and you pick up information, you pick up feelings, you pick up what's not said, you pick up a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? When you're extremely empathic. So today, I ran into somebody from my childhood. I didn't remember who she was, right? Because a lot of people gain weight and stuff like that. And usually people don't remember who I am unless they like, ain't you, they'll say my sister name, be like, ain't you her little sister? Like, yeah, I'm her sister. Okay, cool. So the girl was like, don't your name start with a, she was like, what's your name? And I said Lulu because most people that I don't, like, I don't recognize you. Most people that I don't recognize like that, I tell them Lulu because that's where a lot of people that I don't know be like, I know you, right? Cool. She ended up being somebody from my childhood. I think I was maybe under the age of 13 because a lot of stuff about my childhood keep coming up. And it's like, okay, so what's good with this? So I'm like, she's a lot of people from my childhood don't do a lot of smiling. They don't like the women. They don't do a lot of smiling. They don't do a lot of like they really hardcore, right? The girls that I grew up with, they really hardcore. And I told y'all before that one girl I ran into and I came around the corner just jolly and smiling and shit. She was like, bitch, we don't smile. I'm like, shit, I do. I got a lot to be happy about. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you done went through some shit, you got some shit to be happy about. And this was years ago when I ran into that one. So I don't run into a lot of people from my childhood. And so this one, she was acting like weird. And I'm like, because I remember her, but I don't remember everything transpired between us before we moved from the neighborhood, right? And so it kept coming up, even though I had work to finish and all that. That's another reason why I don't like I don't like interacting a lot with people, because I start getting all this information, and then I know that if I don't handle it within the moment, it's gonna come back up later on. So cool. So what I came up with, I can't ask her if it's true or not, because she was acting real. She so I told him she told me who she was, and I was like, oh, and she was like, yeah, you talking about your name, Lulu. And I was like, well, that's what a lot of people that I don't remember know. I said remember. That's what a lot of people I don't remember know me by. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't mean to, like, I fucked up and said that. But at any rate, she had kind of like a weird disposition, right? I did not remember, because I, like, in that moment, I'm just like still processing that, bitch, we grown. Because she started bringing up a lot of people that we hung with. And so, like, did I do something to this bitch? Did I fuck this nigga, this bitch nigga or something? You know what I'm saying? That's how you look at it. Like, what did I do to this bitch? Of course I didn't fuck a nigga. I mean, her dude. Okay, so what happened? So how triangulation comes up in it, right? I do not like triangulation. It has followed me throughout my life, how people try to triangulate. And it's like, I don't confront the triangulation, because I learned early on that usually when you confront it, the person that is the puppet holding the puppet strings about it, they got all these answers, and the answers don't make sense, but it makes sense to the people that they have in the triangulation. And so I always got to the point where it just frustrated me, right? So with her, we had she wasn't fully in our group of, like, I had a group of people that I hung with, but I was the leader of the group, because it was different people, different groups on our street, right? And you got the bullies, the in girls, and all that. We were just like the outcasts. So for us, my mama made us some. I told my mama, I said, Mama, we gonna be called the Untouchables, okay? And she made some, she could draw real good. So she embroidered my shoes with Untouchables. She made my pants. She designed my pants with the word Untouchables. We were the Untouchables, okay? We got our shirts with we used to go get our shirts ironed, get iron on whatever you want to put on it. So we put Untouchables on our shirt. Okay, cool. But I don't remember her being with us, right? So somebody that was riding the fence between us and whoever it is she hung around, because she said she hung around us. I don't remember her hanging with us like that, because it was a group of us. I was the leader of the group. It was a group of us, and we always did stuff a certain way. I told him, for Christmas, this is what we gonna do, because a lot of us didn't get presents and shit like that, or we didn't get what we wanted. So we got together and gave each other presents, right, out of our room, out of our toy box, right? I had a toy box out about 12. Okay, a frog, a big ass frog. So with her, whoever that person was, and I can't put my finger on the person, but I remember we sitting in one of my homegirls' house, and her and another person was standing outside talking real loud, confrontational, just real loud. And so they were trying to start some fights with us, right? It was triangulation. And I told my homegirl, my homegirl was fired up, she ready to go. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. I said, they trying to set us up. Back then, we call it cross action. Cross action is when it's triangulation. Basically, you just playing both sides of the fence, or you a dirty person that try to lay traps for people. We call that cross action. Hey, we call that cross action. So that triangulation followed me a long way, and I'm like, that. I was like, she was in that shit, because I couldn't remember. I'm like, why she got a fucked up disposition? Because I don't remember nothing bad about it. I don't really remember too much about her. I remember she was a half breed. I remember her sister was messing with a lot of the other group of girls, dude. I remember that type of stuff, but I don't remember her like that, because we with us. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot. We skipped school together. Okay, we took care of each other. Like if one didn't have, we'll take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? If one of us get in trouble with our mom, we gonna go stand at the window with the at your window talking to you because you want punishment. It was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't remember what happened, but girl, what did I do to you? Okay. But that reminded me of the triangulation, even with my siblings, the triangulation that would happen there. And then like throughout my life, it would happen at jobs and shit like that. Triangulation. People always try to put you in the mix. You're not even in the mix. But that also goes with, because you don't operate, when you don't operate fully in your life, when you don't operate to your maximum potential based on what other people see, that like if she or he knew what they got, you know what I'm saying? If you don't operate in your full light or your full capacity based on what other people think that how you should operate, because they looking at it as, if it was me and if I knew how to do that and if I was this and if I was that, I'd be doing this. That's why I done told people plenty of times that come to this channel, when I get to talking about herbs and stuff like that, back in the gap when I would talk about certain stuff, people get on here like, well, why you don't talk about this? Bitch, why don't you get your channel and talk about it? Because I'm not that person. I'm not a extremely health conscious person to be sitting up here talking about health and all that. A lot comes with being talking about being health conscious. A lot comes with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I extended an offer to Didi. And Didi, you need to get back at me and let me know what's up, baby. Because I would rather be in that space where that's not my forte. That's not my forte. So when people see something that you operating your authority to a certain extent, but they see that you should be here, and if it was them, they'll be there and they'll be doing this and doing that, and it causes I don't want to say jealousy and envy, y'all, but it really does cause an issue, because that's where a lot of the triangulation start. People want to put you in situations that will demean you. People want to put you in situations that will fuck up your structure. People want to put you in situations that dim your light. I have a problem with it. Y'all been on this channel a long time. I have a problem with that. Any kind of DIM, right? Any kind of DIM, well, MID. Y'all know I got dyslexia. Any kind of MID, manipulation, intimidation, and domination. And I'm going to tell you like this. I picked up real early on, right? And the more that you use your gift, the stronger it becomes. But you have to be careful, right? So I would be sitting in conversations with people who were trying the triangulation shit, right? And so they'll be talking to me, but they talking at me. They'll be talking to me, but you can tell that it's a spirit with them. Hear me out. It's a spirit communicating with them, through them, based on what it is that they've discussed with somebody else. So then you begin to hear all of the you begin to hear the conversation that people have. That's why a lot of men that I've dealt with, not a lot of, I always talk like I done just dealt with so many people. I have not. But the men that I have dealt with, right? They used to come and tell me, the men I've been in a serious relationship with, and also like men that in men groups that I've been in, they'll tell me like, are you, they'll ask me if I had a conversation with the person that I picked up the conversation that they had with the person. They'll ask me, have I been in touch with them? Who told me that? How did you know that? You know what I'm saying? Because it's in conversation. You can hear people present things in a way, and you'll notice it. People present things in a way that allows for you to know who their source is. Like, is this something experience that you are discussing with me? Is this something, like, is this really random? Did you just up and think about this? Is this something that you came up with on your own, or did this have something to do with a conversation that you had with somebody, and you the one that wanted to take upon yourself to come at me? You know what I'm saying? And when I was younger, I used to get in trouble for bringing it up in that way. Like, where did that even come from? Because then I'll be like, well, I bring up the person's name, and be like if someone comes at me and says, you don't drink that whole thing of water all day, And the way that they come at me, I'm gonna know that like you had a conversation with somebody about that, like y'all discussing me, right? And it's not, ain't nothing wrong with being discussed, but it's just that with the tone and the energy that comes behind it lets you know that it's a plot, it's a plan, and you're gonna have to cut a couple of people out. Because usually when it's triangulation, you gotta cut both of them out. Because they weak and they depend on each other. They don't stand in their own authority. They are dependent upon each other to, you know, get their point across, and they feel like um, they have to like do a game plan to come at you. Do that make sense? So I've always, you know, been through that. The yes, Porsche, the nature of how they step to you. Like, Porsche, that you timed them out. Do they need to be deleted? You got to, Trina, because that's just crazy. And I know even like with work, right? They used to like working a 9 to 5, working in a corporate job where you have to interact with people, any kind of job that you have to interact with people a lot, and if you're extremely sensitive, it can weigh on you. It can weigh on you because those, it's like, I remember asking people like, y'all ain't gamed up? Because I be feeling like people don't be gamed up and they just be trying stuff. Like, you ain't got no game about yourself. You just trying shit. And you know what I'm saying? I be coming off as aloof a lot, right? Like this one job I had, and it's like the supervisor and everybody got a problem with me. And usually, you know what people say? Well, if everybody got a problem with you, bitch, you the common denominator. Well, yeah, I must be the problem. How? I don't know. Because all I do is mind my business, take my coffee breaks, okay? Take my lunch, and get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hang with y'all. I don't want to get in no side conversations with y'all. We learned that at Successful Students Training Institute, which was a program where I got my GED at. And I appreciate that institute because they taught us how to, you know, do our resumes. They taught us how to, they taught us how to be ready for the world. Go out here and get you a job, a career, whatever it is. But, you know, all the steps that you need to take, the things like sit up in an interview, look at them in their eyes, all the shit. Everything. How you supposed to cross your legs, how you supposed to sit up, how your posture supposed to be, all of it. But they also taught us about relationships at the job too. Leave your relationship. Don't take nothing personal at the job, and don't take nothing home from the job. The same way we were taught in school. We taught in school that when you come to the door of the class, you take off your hat for the house and put on a hat for today, your thinking cap, so that you can be in the zone when you get in here. Same shit. The triangulation at workplaces is just horrid. Yes, many people are like that. You got rid of them. It said that you temporarily kicked them out. I think I need to block them. Yeah, they be trying to make small talk, get into your business. And that's kind of like, when they do all that small talk and want to keep you caught up in some shit and know what the gossip is and who this person is, where they from, what they do, and bitch, none of your business. I always find one person will be cool. That's it. And it's usually an older person. One person, and that's it. Because them young girls used to be, you know, the girls my age and younger, they used to, they was on some more shit each and every time. A lot of what you went through in school follows you into throughout your life. And that's why I commend people who still have friends from college and high school and stuff. That's not easy. That's not easy. That's not easy, and especially for sensitive people, because you continuously grow, or just people that are growing, right? You continue to grow, and you got to be in friend groups that are continuing to grow as well, right? You got to. Yeah, we're here to make friends. You got to keep it moving because it's a dog-eat-dog world. You don't know what's on the line. A lot of times people have intel that you don't have, okay, because they talking to everybody. And a friend of many is a friend of none. A person that's everybody's friend ain't nobody friend. Because how are you everybody's friend? Okay? And friend is a strong word to be used anyway. So how are you acquainted with everybody? I can understand if you're a socialite or something like that, you know. Okay, y'all getting their ass up out of here. Porch daddy block them, shit. Good night. But triangulation just, I can't. Let me see. Anybody got time for that? Because it's moving and shaking this year. I can't find it. Let me see. Hi from Australia. Now, she is a half breed. But, I wasn't being funny about half breeds and nothing like that. But, yeah. That's for context, how black folks talk. Not even a good one, okay? Most of my friends are spirits, okay? And I'm fine with that. Shit. The way people cross you out, people will cross you out. Porch Daddy, what screams that? I had to move out of state because I learned that family was keeping surveillance on me from my neighbors and other family members. Had to get the fuck on, okay? That don't make no sense. Just call you, just check on you. And why you want to know that? And that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up, love and elevation. That's the other thing. People want to know all what you got going on. Want to be all up in your Kool-Aid and don't even know the flavor. Hey, baby, how you doing? Want to be all up in your Kool-Aid and don't know the flavor. Okay? Sometimes people don't accept like what you tell them, what you share with them. That's not enough, love and elevation. They need to know more. They need to know what's going on. Oh, when you friends with everybody, yes, no discernment. But some people want to be cool with everybody. That's like people with the fake love and light stuff. Like, oh no, we're all this, and there's no such thing as bad. There's such thing as horrible. There's such thing as horrible. What you mean ain't no such thing as everything is you see it through this lens and this perspective and all that. Baby. Come hither. Baby. Come on now. I love everything and everyone. You can love them from a distance. Stop acting like some real shit ain't going on. Stop acting like real stuff don't exist. Okay? Look, y'all. I ain't got my bell. I started a diet Saturday, a healthier diet. I've been huddling, acting up on all my snacks, like apples and shit. Huddling them out. Life is a setup with dualities, yeah. Gonna trick somebody into staying with somebody that don't mean them no good. Oh no, he just has to. Ooh, Porch Daddy, baby, Porch Daddy is doing it in. Hold on. What is going on? Man, Porch Daddy's not playing. It just say you hit it. You timed them out, Porch Daddy. Just get rid of it, yes. But when you should have the option to hide them from the channel. That should be an option, and that's like blocking them. They'll still be able to watch the channel, but they can't interact in the comments. Somebody got time for that. I probably shouldn't have said that I'm feeling some type of way. I probably shouldn't have said that. Because usually when you tell, like if you put it out there, people try to feed on that. You know what I'm saying? People try to feed on it. That's why a lot of these artists that, that interact with people a lot and then you see them crashing out in the comments and stuff, they don't understand that people feed off whatever you say. It's either going to be good or bad. Okay? And then they're going to try to get reactions out of you. And then y'all know how this channel's set up. It's even worse than that. Anybody got time for that? Hey, baby. Thank you for joining us, Trina. But yeah, anybody got time for that? Baby, that is overworking, Porch Daddy. Where did Dee Dee go? Oh, let me see what Dee Dee said. I didn't see what she said when I asked her. Oh, she left. Dee Dee left after I said that. Okay, cool. Dee Dee left after I said that. I see. Okay, Porsche. Porsche, that ain't playing. The last time I told you they got some through. Lulu, I had a dream. You ain't had a dream. You ain't Mama the King Ho. You ain't had no dream. They try to say all kind of stuff, child. But anyways, because it's regular trolls and then it's, demonic trolls. Thank you, Porsche. But that's why I stopped on here to say. Okay? I gotta go wash my hair. I just got here one too long ago. And you gotta spray yourself down after you done been around folks. I sprayed before I got in the house. Finna take all these clothes off, hang them over the damn balcony. Y'all did y'all work. A lot of people on this channel did a lot of work. Did a lot of heavy lifting for themselves. Went through the motherfucking trenches. A lot of people on this channel went through the trenches. For real. Yeah. That's why the old me would have been apologizing about what I was saying, how I was saying it from that live we did the other week. That it was 11 hours. I'm still like, what the hell? But the old me would be like, oh, y'all, I just want to apologize. No, ain't no more of that. I said what I said. Just fuck it, okay? Anybody got a problem with it? The doors of the church are open. Bring it to the altar. Cause yeah, I ain't tripped out. You know, I ain't tripped out. I don't even be feeling like going through the motions with people. I think people know. A lot of times people know, and you don't have to call them out. As a matter of fact, after this is what came up on my phone. This is what came up on my phone as soon as I sat down on the couch when I got here, and triangulation popped up again, and this what came up. It says maturity is when you have the power to destroy someone who did you wrong, but take the high road because you've grown or something like that. I couldn't read the whole thing, but it wasn't like she did me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's the triangulation that keep coming up about the games that people play, and like it's even worse now. Triangulation is even worse now because people are being influenced by social media. Social media is triangulating, gaslighting people, gaslighting people. Hey, baby. So we just have to stand on our 10, do the work within. Okay. Ain't nobody floating on no mountains around this bitch. We have to interact with people on a regular basis, right? We have to do the work on a regular basis. If we could live on a mountain, it would be better. You deal with yourself and then it's cleared out. You don't have to keep on going out into the world and realizing that it's just a wild, weird place out here. Okay, Jen Johnson, for real. Thank you, Trina. Okay, Jen Johnson, for real. Just like when third parties come up in readings and stuff like that. The third party don't necessarily have to be another person. Sometimes, like this is something weird that I learned about 2016, 2015. I met somebody and she told me that, Cause y'all know I meet people and talk to people in the most random places. And that's why people like, you just friendly. Like, no, I learned. So look, this lady told me her husband used sex as a weapon. So a third party ain't even necessarily got to be another person. It could be whatever they using to manipulate, whatever it is they using to triangulate. Because threes are triangulation. I don't care how you look at it. Anything that stems from them three is all connected to one of them. Okay, it's just the pyramid extend. It's a scheme that Todd set up. Okay, I don't like it. Playing all them damn games. We live in a world now where people don't even want to be accountable for the smallest shit. Red boxes, red. It's the red boxer briefs, the red dress or the red boxer briefs from the energy deck. Thank you, Nate Moody. There go Dee Dee. Where you go? You came and disappeared. But yeah, third party situation can be. You have to clarify and use your intuition on that, because we discussed it a million times. It don't always have to be another person. It doesn't. But if the person isn't communicating certain things with you, of course your delusions will take you up and through there. Have you thinking all of the worst possible outcomes, and all it is that they just secretive and telling you everything that's going on, probably about to lose their job. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle depression. Shit. That's right. People don't want to be accountable for anything unless it goes well for them. Period. Don't want to be accountable. That's why, and that's like a person asking you asking a person about something like, I'm just trying to be clear. So when you said this, what did you mean? Because you want people to expound on what it is that they, help me, because I don't want to overthink it. Help me out. And instead of answering the question, they ask you a question back. Don't muddy the waters. Don't muddy the waters. Don't muddy the waters. Don't muddy the waters. But what you think about this? Well, can you answer my question first? They don't want to talk about it. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is. My alarm went off. No, my alarm went off. There it is. You wanna know somebody? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you a reader and a person come and ask you if their spouse is cheating on them, make sure, number one, make sure it's their spouse. Okay? Number two, if it's not their spouse, see if they exclusive. Because if they not exclusive, you single till married. Ain't no sense in indulging, ain't no sense in taking the money. It's a waste of money. So it's their spouse. Okay, cool. You need to ask them, um, you need to ask them, okay. Okay, you need to ask them, you know, what makes you think that they are cheating? Because when they answer you on what makes you think that they are cheating, that's gonna tell you everything that you need to know about the situation. Because number one, most people want to know if a person cheating, but they not gonna leave. They just finna go be depressed, cause themselves more stress, not focus on themselves, focus more on the relationship than they should, right? They're gonna focus way more on a relationship than they should. They're gonna focus way more on the income than the outcome. What is the outcome that you want out of this? Who do you want to be on the other side of this? That's what matters, right? I could be wrong. My phone got all kind of notifications going on. I don't like it. And it's running hot like a radiator. When you hold a candle for your own actions, you'll see how many stay around. It's crazy. People don't want to change their behavior. No. Being the same way is comfortable. That's why a lot of people don't, it's not even necessarily that people have arrested development. They just choose comfort. They choose comfort over work. The work seemed like too much. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite comedians, Patrice O'Neal. I know a lot of ladies might be like, I don't like him. He like Kevin Samuels. Well, I don't care. I like Patrice O'Neal. I like people that how he spoke and what he talked about was his truth and the shit was funny, okay? But like Patrice O'Neal, your doctor tell you this is what, if you don't, if in order to accomplish this, you're gonna have to do this. He said he said them damn cakes and snacks he couldn't, it wasn't no going back from that. So he stayed in his comfort zone, and that's what eventually took him out. People do not like to be uncomfortable. Uncomfortable sounds like work. I'm gonna tell you something else. That's right. That is absolutely right. I'm definitely already made the decision to leave. I'm young. He's 40, realizing it must have never been love. But I don't blame myself because you was 23 when you met him and married him. Or they'll walk around in darkness, self-imposed for no reason. Creatures of habit. Creatures of habit. I've met men that, okay, so this is a two-part story. I've met men that remind me of my ex. My ex work. He just work. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen to me. But if you don't, if like a lot of people aren't in tune with their purpose or their vision, because when you in tune with your purpose and why you here and what it is that you need to be doing, things fall into alignment for you. So the men that I met, they work like that's their life. That's their life. And I've heard stories about men in the convalescent center, the old folks home, the hospice care and all that, where they got so caught up by the time they were 50, 60, they got so caught up with the world, work, buy, work, be a consumer, and sleep, shit, and fart, eat, right? They get caught up in the world of consumerism. They just keep on wanting the things, but it ain't got no vision behind it. So this dude told me he ain't took a day off work in a month. I said, don't you think you deserve a vacation? right? I blocked him, y'all, so whatever. But I was like, don't you think you deserve a vacation? He was like, man, I just gotta chase this paper. Shit. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it, because you know, that's part of a man's DNA. Provide, go do. Go out, conquer every day, and go, you know, kill it and bring it home and let the woman cook it. Whatever. Okay. Hey, Empress Royal Rain. Go out and conquer it, right? But it's sad because I read this book about it's a to me it's a comedy. Okay, y'all can hear me. To me, the book is a comedy. The book is about a husband and a wife were helping people that were diagnosed with some type of mental illness, helping them to relieve themselves of the spirits that were causing torment, right? Okay, cool. And so one of the spirits that was causing torment was actually a man. A lot of them were men. Okay. And this just they work that they documented. Not all mediums work that have been documented. Okay. But it was the book was funny to me. You know, if you went to the woo-woo, shit be funny. So one of the men that I remember the story of, he girl, one of the men that I remember the story of that they brought to the light, they had to pull him from the person and get their team of spirit guys to walk him to the other side, because he didn't even really know he was dead. He just kept on. He worked so much that he thought he still worked at the shop. That he was like, I think he was making shoes or something. He thought he still worked at the shop. He thought he still worked at the shop, and he was like, I just go up there and I trained the boy. He said he trained the young man that took his place, the man that's running his business. He talking about he trained him. Baby, you been dead a long time. Okay, you need to calm down. You ain't making nothing happen. He just sit there all day long. That's where we get them impressions of, or the energy of that person still there and shit like that, like hauntings and stuff like that. But it's them living their life, right? They just living in that loop of what they had become accustomed to. And so he's sitting there, he talking about sometimes he come sit on my lap and I don't like it. I don't need no man on my lap. Bro, you dead, bro. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, people oftentimes they be so caught up in this world, and a lot of them don't have any spiritual connection, right? Not all people. Some people can have no spiritual connection whatsoever and shoot up out of here and go and go into a mystery school or go into another galaxy, whatever it is, right? Because everybody, we got a lot of hybrids. Okay, let's just be clear. So you never know which way a person going, but most people, you know, do die and get stuck in the firmament. They get stuck in the firmament because they are connected to this world. They are very worldly, and that's why a lot of people don't cross over. I remember I got my head read, or whatever y'all want to call it, and the dude told me, he said it's a lot of them in purgatory. We can't, you like, they want you to help them and you can't save them all. No, I cannot. I can only be a model of, because if they stick around and watch how I move, they'll know that, okay, you need to be doing it too. Light a little candle for them, you need to go down. Okay, you need to move forward. Release this place. And that's what a lot of people who get comfortable in this, that don't want to be accountable. Even in death, people aren't accountable. It was one woman that they talked to. Man, that shit is funny. Somebody need to do a comic, a cartoon or something of this book, like, for real. People like me will watch that bitch and run them numbers up. But this one girl that passed, she had to face a lot of the men that she used and abused, right? She was some kind of starlet, and she had to face a lot of the men, but she wouldn't face them, so she couldn't move on, right? And she was like, no, I don't want to see him. Oh, you just such a toy. Oh my God, they just love me. She was really stealing that energy. And so that's that comfortability, too caught up in this world, don't want to evolve. Yeah, they locked in. And it's like, I think that's what, I don't know. I doubt that's what they call in purgatory, but that's what, if I was asked what purgatory was, that would be it. Stuck in the in-between. You stuck between this life and another life. You could really go and be doing something great, but you stuck to this place. Still want to be in the same place. And some of them learn all the tricks and doing all the things. Some of them get wrangled by other beings and other spirits to do their dirty work and shit like that, to torment. That energy of then they go, because it's not always demons that's fucking with a person, right? So if you got if you got one thing that they are stuck to in your aura, right, and you feed it every now and then, they just gonna stick around, okay? They living it up, having fun. But then it moves into other things, and that's when they bring in other ones, and it's like that's where people get a multitude of spiraling downhill. Everything just going downhill because it's like they wrangle more entities, and it's a story in there about that. Because one of the spirits was saying, "I don't like him," and they were like, "Who is it that you don't like?" Him. He brought all of us in here and got us. He's making all of us, because they were all stuck in like a little kid or an aura. You know what I'm saying? They were all stuck in a little kid's magnetic aura. That shit is funny, bro. But if you think about it, if you look at, across all of the holy scrolls and scriptures and stuff like that, man, everything just about say the same. Some of them say, you know, what it all boiled down to is do right by folks and fix your life as best you can, and make amends with who you can. Forgiveness is a huge one, because so many people die with bitterness. So many people die thinking that they were wrong. You do have people that, they don't move on until they are vindicated. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different stories. That's why I used to like watching mediums. I used to like watching mediums talk about that type of stuff, but I haven't found any mediums that's with the old school way, because a lot of them are moving, and things have started to change. But a lot of the mediums, they used to, talk about that kind of stuff and really go in depth. Like, yeah, you just saw the real that's become my lifestyle. Now I understand what I need to. Well, come on, Jen Johnson. Oh, I thought y'all said something. So I'm just talking. Y'all ain't said nothing. It's the most. Let that hurt go. Holding on to it ain't nothing but poison. Holding on to it ain't nothing but poison. Holding on to it ain't nothing but poison. And forgiveness is a process. I think some people don't do forgiveness because it just seems like that pain will never go away. That hurt will never go away, because every time they think about it, they don't do the proper assessment of it and release it. The people that wronged you half the time aren't aware or don't care, in most parts, right? And it's the don't care. It's the don't care part of it. No, I need to be. What's up? I need to be in Louisiana. But yeah. And forgiveness releases the spirit. You hear me? Forgiveness releases the spirit. Mm, 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 mm. Forgiveness releases the spirit. So when you hold on to resentment, we in the energy of Mars. Okay, anybody finna piss me off. When you hold on to resentment, bitterness, whatever it is that's attached to not forgiving a person, it's a spirit. Once you release that spirit no longer has a home. and it got to go back where it belongs. That's what a lot of people don't understand about, oh, karma gonna get them. Once you release it fully, release it, it's a process. Give it all back to them. People be like, oh, give it back to the abyss. Well, it ain't the abyss's problem. Shit, whatever. Give it all back. It ain't yours. It's not your portion. Give it all back to them. You can have that. That's yours. That's why you don't have to be, confront people all the time too. For what? Feed into it. Feed into you. Think about it. You feeding into that spirit. You feed into that spirit. Oh, I need to cut up another apple. Yeah, you got to learn the lesson so you don't repeat it. And that takes accountability. But shit. What a tangled web. What a tangled web. Feeding the spirit. Feeding the spirit. You ain't gotta, hey, Tara from the crib. You ain't gotta go up and through there no more. And y'all gotta stop, I'm gonna tell you how you be done forgave somebody. You forgive them. Move on with your life. And they come steady playing games. They come back to try to do the same thing. Look, bitch, I forgave you now. You see that a lot with family. I forgave you, but shit, I ain't forgot. That's where people also, that remedy is that. I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot how you took me up and through there. Okay? Turn me every which way but loose. Okay? I ain't forgot about it. Oh, you holding grudges. Oh, I done heard that plenty of times. Oh, you holding grudges. Oh, you just being mean. Call me what you want, bitch. But the only way you're going to get in contact with me is to call me collect. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, you holding on to that. That's my favorite. That's my favorite line from motherfuckers that's trying to get their hook back in on you. Oh, you still on that? That's where I left you. So I'm assuming that's where you at. I'm assuming that's where you at. Okay? Because people don't want to talk about it, okay? Sometimes you have to forgive people without having to, you could try to tell them, like, look, I got a problem with this. This, you irritated my soul with that. You were wrong for what you did right there. You can tell them all the fuck you want to. But after that first time, you're going to know if it's falling on deaf ears. And after that, you got to go and cut that shit out. Point blank, period. This red flag year. Now, this red flag year for me. I don't know about y'all. Because I done gave too many chances where it shouldn't have been now. Okay? I done been, a little too damn soft. And not soft saying that, oh, you got to be strong and that's the black women problem. All right, don't take me there. We can go round two. We can go round two. Don't take me there. Now, I ain't sitting now. Hold on now. Don't take me up and through there now. But yeah, red flag season, baby. And not in no bull way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bulls like charging, the little red thing at the matador, whatever. Not the matador. What is the man with the thing? On guard. Yeah. No. No, man, it's all gas, no brakes. I tell people now that I won't trust you twice, so stay silent for real. And you shouldn't even have to say that. If, people just... You can't even say if people just stand on what they about, because that's even worse. Like, what are your morals, your ethics? Like, what principles do you stand on? You really have to find out this kind of stuff with people. Even before you lay down with them, you have to find out certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You have to find out, like, yeah, it's individual, case by case. J. Cole said it nicely. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, Throw up the peace sign. Load up the let it rain on you. Okay. Y'all favorite president said something too. George W. Bush Jr., wasn't it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, well, you ain't gonna be able to fool me again. I think that's what he said. It's on the beginning of that Slim Thug song. I did the mistake of hearing him and his traumas and thinking he just needs help. Oh, he need help. Can I talk to the ladies for a minute? Let me go get this bell, Nakuna, because that needs to be discussed. Hey, where's the bell? Yeah, where is the bell? Okay. Oh, the knee. It's a knee. Shit, hit my funny bone. It ain't funny. All right. So look at what she said. A lot of women who haven't mastered and I've been there. That's how I know. Okay. Whatever. A lot of women who haven't mastered their being whole, separate, and unique within themselves, really growing and learning their patterns and stuff like that. Nakuna, that's a real revelation. That's a real revelation that you had right there. I think I made up a word. Wanting to be a caregiver for a motherfucker. A lot of times, people don't want no caregiver because that's exactly what it's given. I'm going to take care of him. You use your nurturing energy on somebody that probably ain't had a good mama. Okay? And well, I'm just saying it. Shit. Probably need to get off her. But I'm just saying it. Because a lot of women go through this right here. Hold on, let me pen it for you, y'all. There you go. She said, I did the mistake of hearing him and his traumas. Let me tell you something. I told y'all the other day that when a man when a man start telling you all his problems, you need to have your boundaries up. When a man start unleashing all that shit on you, you need to have your boundaries up, especially as an empath. Have all your boundaries up because you're going to start giving a fuck where it ain't your business, bitch. You just be a uh-huh and a yes and a rub the head. Okay? How far along have y'all come? Okay? How far are y'all in this before you start taking on somebody else's trauma and trying to help fix them? You can't fix something that don't want to be fixed unless it's a call. Okay? So, yeah, no. Have your boundaries up. Know your responses, your go-to responses. Let them get it all out. And this has come from somebody that heard a lot of shit from men, okay? Let them get it all out. It's not yours. Because you got to understand, men know how relieved they are. They may not never tell you. But bitch, I'm telling you, as somebody that know. Men will not tell you how relieved they are to be able to get that shit off their chest and they feel like it helped them, it soothed them to get that off their chest and to tell you, and they ain't really, discussed it with nobody else, and that really did something for them. It did a whole lot for them. That's why you got to go cleanse after you talk to men. You have to go and do you some praise and worship after you talk to a man. You have to go and salt your whole damn house down after you talk to a man, and he done released a lot of his trauma onto you. Okay? Because if not, he's connecting to your sacral. He connecting to your womb. He is implanting himself into your belly. He's planting his proverbial ass into your proverbial motherfucking belly in the ethers. And now you carrying a baby that you did not make. Now you want to give birth to a relationship with somebody, but you have become the womb that they sit in. The womb that they depend on for nurturing. The womb that they depend on for whatever else it is that he may have depended on you for, right? Child, please. That's why when they say, what does a woman bring to the table? First and foremost, trauma-filled motherfucker, okay? She gonna help birth a new nation and birth something within you that you didn't even know that's been lying dormant in you, okay? Figure it out. Something came up out there with it. I heard it. Something came out with that. Figure it out. And especially the young girls. A lot of these young girls don't know. That's why it's a such thing as happy weight. When you start dealing with somebody, I can't wait to get my happy weight. Y'all gonna know it, okay? Whatever. When you dealing with somebody, you get that happy weight. Your face be all full. Your arch and your back is all this, that, and the other. Your skin glowing, pop, locking, and dropping. Okay? And then there's that other weight. Stubborn. It's some of the most stubborn weight that you could, and that's because you taking on all his stuff. Now your ass got issues. You taking on all his problems. His mama don't like you. That ain't your burden. She don't need to like you. You ain't fucking her. And a lot of men tell you, well, if you don't like my mama, then woo, woo, woo. Well, your mama causing problems. Your mama triangulating. Because them mamas do be triangulating. Your mama triangulating, baby. Okay. Trying to play both of us. Because she don't think nobody deserve her child, her son. She don't think nobody good enough for her son. Okay? We're literally begging you to do nothing for men. Women are nurturing by nature, but it's just that things have gotten twisted. I love him. I want to take care of him. I want to make sure he good. I watched Marcus D. Wiley's show. He has a new comedy special on Ali Sadiq's channel, right? He got a new comedy special on Ali Sadiq's channel, and I watched it last night. And he brought up something that is relevant to this. He said that he need his wife. He said that he did the Future Wifey podcast, and the women were in the comments talking about, oh, he just draining her and this and that. They've been together 28 years, him and his wife, right? And he do, like, men will begin to need you, but I think that we want them, we try to serve a need too early with men. And we take on more burdens than we should. We take on more of they shit than we should too early on. He ain't paid the dowry spiritually or any other way. He ain't put in, he didn't earn his spot for you to take on the stuff that you're taking on, right? But you need to know how your life set up, because this is just a blanket statement. It can go so many ways for different people. You know what I'm saying? But he made the comment about when his wife have to do something or whatever, he be stuck at the house. He be calling her and keeping her on FaceTime because he don't know how to do this. He don't know how to do that. Yeah, that's how a lot of relationships. So ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm talking about when they dump on you, but then they also don't see, like, they're not accountable for that dump. They're not accountable for what they putting your ass through. They're not accountable for wanting to change. They just want to keep on complaining about it and going out here and causing more issues that's going to pile on to the motherfucking trauma that they already got. Yeah, they take advantage. And it's not all men, but it's they far and few though, okay? That's why they say the older you get, your options drop, and a lot of people take that as because they don't nobody want them, because no, it's not that people don't want you because you're old. It's because you seasoned. Now you know what's going on out here. Motherfucker can't play in your face like that, right? And a lot of times, men, I'm telling y'all ladies something. What y'all need to do, get y'all some audacity. Men have audacity. We self-conscious. We think about a lot of stuff, and we know that we don't want to put out, well, a lot of us, because I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of us don't want to put out there what we don't want to get back, right? You'll hear women saying all the time, now I don't want to mess with nobody that got somebody, because I don't want nobody to mess with my man when I get my man. Cool. I ain't talking about that type of audacity, like, because men don't give a fuck. Because if you've ever been approached by a man and you got a man, the first thing he says is, you happy? Y'all good? And then he try to look for something that'll signal him that something might not be, like if you got a crack on your phone. You got a man, why he ain't got that phone fixed? Them hoes got audacity, girl. But that's neither here nor there, because it's some in her. Most men do have audacity. Men have audacity, whatever. We got to get a lot of that too. Your masculine energy got to protect your feminine, That's why they say, think like a man, but act like a lady. That can get tiring for a sensitive person. Because, bitch, why can't we, like, this is tiring. Why can't we just all get along? And then that goes back to a lot of men like for game to be ran on them. And I'm not a relationship counselor at all, a relationship therapist, a relationship nothing. I just done been through some shit, seen some shit, experienced things through other people, and I'm just a people observer. And I'm just saying, men got some audacity, bro. I had this conversation with my partner recently about self-love and doing the work instead of looking for outside reassurance all the time. Yeah. And y'all have to learn each other's love language. You know what I'm saying? When you master your love language on a high end, you become a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like, your love language, your primary two love languages, right? Your primary two love languages are also how you give and receive love, right? So there's a lot of compatibility that can go into that, right? But we ain't talking about the compatibility. We talking about the person and doing the work on themselves when it comes to relationships and how they work on their shit, right? Because like if your love language is physical touch, but you've been molested or start having sex early in life and stuff like that, you gonna think that people really like you and love you if they have sex with you. That's on the low end. On the high end, physical touch is more of, showing appreciation in certain types of ways that might be touchy-feely. It could be something like spending time with you and cuddling with you, not necessarily having to have sex with you, right? Or appreciating your body and handling you a certain way when you do allow them in that space. That's on the high end. On the low end is promiscuity, being promiscuous. Look, yes, Porsche Daddy. I'm in Tennessee at this orientation. I was just showing love. I'm sleeping, gotta get up early. Y'all hold it down. We gonna hold it down, baby. What you doing in Tennessee? Ain't you supposed to be in Texas? Town from the Crip done moved out of state. I'm with you. I'm finna move too then. Finna go. It is tiring at times, but I learned to sit back and watch and listen even closer. They'll tell, yeah. I had this conversation. Okay. So y'all didn't say nothing. And we're not bashing men, but it's more women on this channel than not. But we're not bashing men, because y'all know I love men. But at the end of the day, a lot of times men don't know that they doing that too. But that isn't no excuse, like if you bring it up and they keep on doing it. Like, baby, please, I cannot take this. Why you can't take it? You don't even do nothing all day. Men swear women don't do nothing all day. Okay? Especially if you a homemaker. They swear you don't do nothing. That's why you gotta leave their ass at home one time. Probably two. Leave a man at home with them kids for 2 days. Don't leave no notes for nothing. Just tell him how the day go. Where everything get. Tell him. Don't write it down, none of the instructions. Because he need to figure it out. He need to see how real it is to be a homemaker. And I promise you, he'll respect you more, and he will do everything in his power to make sure that you are healthy. You got everything that you need, so he don't have to do that again, ever. He call him word for free. The house don't click for real. It take a lot to take care of the house and them kids. But that's, I guess it's different now too, because I don't know if what the statistics are for people that stay at home. You know what I'm saying? Because in a perfect world, the women would stay at home with the children until the children can talk. I always recommend that. Stay at home with them kids until they can talk and tell you what the hell is going on. And these days, you just don't know who you can trust, family or nothing like that. You don't know who you can trust these days. It would be nice if they bring villages back to raise kids. The men don't want to take care of women and stay home. That's fucked up. That goes into that programming and reconditioning. That goes back into that. If that's where it is now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool with the right people, for real. Mine took care of me, but it was why I think was really him wanting to control me. More than likely, the men don't make enough money or anyone for anyone to stay at home. Oh shoot. It takes a village. No one can do it on their own. It do. Everybody come together. Yeah, she made a valid point. Nakuna made a valid point about him trying to control her. That's a strong possibility because that comes with it though, you know. Y'all gotta remember, you know, people do view relationships as possessions, as property, as sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And you know, the girls back in the day, shit, they let them believe that they got control. Who's in control? You. Shit. He gonna mess himself up trying to keep up with everything you got going on. Territory. Yes, that's a good word. That's a good word. Or I said I want to go to school and work, and his main concern was me seeing dudes. Oh, he insecure. You got to bring up dudes everywhere. Was he like that when y'all first met? I don't know what to tell y'all these days, because these days, I don't know how much different it is from back in the day, because I remember seeing a lot of women get slid up under cars and shit back in the day from jealous men and stuff like that. But I'm here to tell you, baby, I don't know. It's different now. I just feel like it's different. Maybe I'm tripped out and you know, overseeing. Okay, it's different. I don't understand what's going on out here no more because I don't know. Femicide is real. Okay, all that jealousy and stuff like that. That jealousy is something else. When I first met, hold on. Yes, Sylvia said I recently experienced this. When I first met, he thought he was a player. I mean, he was calm at first. Looking back, it's because he was trying to hold it in. Yeah, there will always be signs. There'll always be signs at first, and then it's just gonna start revealing itself over and over again. The dating pool is, yep. As in now, he thinks I am for some reason. He thinks I am for some reason just because I don't buy into his baloney 100%. I'm like, okay. They don't like. They don't know how to properly court a person. I don't think that people even want to. Let me tell you something. I don't think people even really want to court. I want to stand up right quick, but I'm sitting here. People don't want to court anymore because it's work. People don't want to interact because it's easier to interact online. And they interact at their jobs all day. They don't want to have to learn. People don't want to learn another person. They don't want nobody to learn them. They just don't want to go through the headache sometimes. It's something, child. I don't know. But courting, yeah, for real. Let me see. I was trying to scan the aisle for chips and he lost it on me, saying I was looking at a guy. So I can't even look at the chip aisle. It was hard for me to give it to God, but dear Lord. Adam jealous me and something else. Jealousy can be a blessing if used to improve the self. Otherwise, nope. Explain, Jen Johnson. How can jealousy be a blessing? That jealousy is something else. Man, look, I had somebody so jealous that I was throwing up. And he gonna tell me it's your gallbladder. Motherfucker, it's you. Stressing me out. I'm talking about I lost weight. I was just throwing up. Child, hell no. I don't like that jealous shit. And I used to be jealous. So I know I done been took up and through there, and I done took folks up and through there. And I go hold you, okay? That was the younger years, okay? 20-something years ago. But I remember like it was yesterday. We had a good time, but it was some toxic shit. That jealousy shit would down there kill you and them. Okay? God, it affects your health. And then when you sensitive, you picking up on everything. You picking up on the truth. You picking up on the lies. But when you got somebody this is what I remember about being in a jealous relationship. I voiced my opinion about something, and he was like 6'6", and he would just be. That's abuse. Verbal abuse is, I don't know, it's not worse than physical abuse, but verbal abuse will tear you, because you know that spirit that's coming out talking through them and shit. And then you know, y'all done had sex, or he in your womb, and you done took on all this shit that we talked about earlier about the trauma and all that in your womb. Took all that in, and here he, you just feel your battery just going out. You meet your match. Oh, when you meet your match, right? That was for me. I met my match. But when you know that jealousy shit, like everything is something. And even though they got all they shit going on, you bring up they shit, they bring up the smallest thing that ain't got nothing on what they doing. Woo! Child. And then you gotta just go on flip out and see it can really get crazy. Cause when you go on and flip out and match stay crazy, like, okay, all right. We need to break up. We need to break up. And then that monster, that beast come out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now get out. Get out. I don't recommend. 0 out of 0. Okay? No stars. I don't recommend dealing with nobody that's jealous and overbearing and flip every goddamn thing, and everything is something. You can't do nothing. You gotta keep. I don't want to deal with nobody that I gotta explain shit to. Like, what the fuck? Why would you have to be explaining? I was looking at the chips. My eyes was looking this way, and the chips is right here. I don't see nobody. I'm looking at the fucking chips. You could dare to read the ingredients from right here. What makes you think I can see, like what she said? Get out. No. You are not about to fuck. Like my period, my premenstrual cramps and shit like that was so bad back then. Oh my goodness. A jealous person will stress you the fuck out. You can't go nowhere. You can't do nothing. They looking all through your shit. Now you looking through their shit. I don't know about y'all, but it's eye for an eye back then. I ain't gonna even hold you. Oh, you wanna look through my shit? Well, you must got something to hide. Cause I was raised that if you, the person that's pointing the finger, more than likely is doing what they pointing the finger at. So so it's you. You got some shit going on. So okay, let's look through your shit. Oh, that's the most toxic shit, bitch. That's the most toxic. Oh my goodness. I do not recommend. I think it could definitely be simple. Yeah, I found some fascinating artifacts. Me too. And the motherfucker talking about, you think, where'd you get that from? You think that, what did he say? I found an earring. You know how them Jeeps back in the day, right? He had a Jeep. The console, the middle console, and like it was on the side of the seat. It was on the side of the seat down there by the mechanism that the church sit on. I found an earring. Ah, bitch, I knew it. This motherfucker twisted and say, you think I mess with women with cheap ass earrings like that little kid ass earring? Bitch. I said, I don't know what you messing with, but the bitch gotta be something. I guess you do mess with cheap ass bitches. Okay? You liable to be the one that bought the shit out the bubblegum machine for the hoe, because he was being real petty and trying to flip it. Yeah. Found all kind of shit. A fucking earring, found some hair one time, some weed, way back in the back of the Suburban. He had a big ass Suburban, which later I got me one because I liked his Suburban. Okay? He had a big ass Suburban one time. Shit, some hair way back there. What is this? You want the whole fucking like, oh, I ain't never caught nobody cheating. But bitch, shit like that I have found. She said I found the artifacts. Yeah. Cause if they complaining and doing all that and putting all this blame on you, they ain't got no proof. Bitch, you doing it. And court is in session. And we finna find all the evidence. I'm finna send my motherfucking agents to find all the evidence. Yeah. Ain't nobody finna go through all that. That shit was toxic as hell, y'all. I ain't lying. I don't recommend no jealousy. If a motherfucker show that they so jealous, and I don't even play jealous games. Like this man gonna tell me the other week, gonna talk about oh, you must have a lot of people calling you because you didn't answer the phone when I called you. If I tell you why I didn't answer the phone, then I'm gonna hurt your feelings. You must. I don't play like that. I don't play like that. And people be like, oh, that don't you taking it? You take stuff too serious. No, because if you start letting the motherfucker play like that, they're gonna keep playing. And I done been through too much for you to keep on playing with me like that. Because if I start saying shit, it's gonna be the truth, and then you're gonna be mad. Okay, so shut up. Well, I was in the army, so in his head, I had to be cheating in secret. And that's and you got to think about that too, right? Because not only is a person insecure, you have the power to change your life, is the motivation that just popped up. Not only is a person insecure, right? But you got to think about how much power that you actually have that this person is trying to keep you from witnessing and seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of men that's reading what you're saying are saying to themselves, she must got some good snatch. Because that's men math, okay? She must got some good snatch for him to be acting like that. His ass crazy, okay? Ain't nothing you can do. His feminine energy is distorted. His feminine energy is distorted for him to be thinking like a woman, because that's some women shit. Because most of the time, men ain't thinking about that unless your ass show them something, and they don't need but one time. A mature man don't need but one time. Okay, she ain't about shit. Motherfuckers that want to play games gonna keep on trying to get you caught up in your head about who you messing with and watching your step and explaining shit. That's a mind game. That's a Jedi mind trick. To get you to explain shit, I'm gonna accuse you to get you to start explaining shit and over explaining yourself so I can feel like I got some type of reign over you. I need you to explain yourself. I need you to bow down in some type of way for my ego. He wanted to be a ballerina, but life just turned him into a novelist. That's why I had to leave. Yes, it is distorted. He has a history of domestic violence and breaking two women's faces. He out here breaking it. Bring back people with brothers and uncles and shit. Bring back people with men that'll stand up for them. What the hell? What the hell? It starts as a joke, but it's really insecurities. Yes. Yes. Mind you, I didn't know that domestic violence history till November. 4 years later. Ooh, do the background check. Do the background check. I learned that from that toxic dude mama. His mama was doing background checks on people for real. She worked for the sheriff's department. She stayed doing background checks on people. She gonna run up everything, credit reports and everything. Cause you know now they'll financially abuse a woman now. People only treat you the way you allow them to. The world lacks that good romance that we grew up on, for real. For real. I don't know. That's why I watch romantic comedies and stuff like that for the memories. That's what made me mad. Background check showed nothing. Didn't know you had to pay for it at the state parish website. It's worth the coin. It'll save you a lot of trouble. Save you a lifetime of, they will fight it tooth and nail. That is just a joke, though. Baby, it's how they really feeling. How they really feeling. Abusive. I don't know. I'm going to tell y'all a story. Because I done came across some interesting people, right? And y'all know I've been single for a long time. I consider it single Because I ain't just been in no committed relationship. So I've been single for a long time. And one day I had to do a ceremony. And in the candles, one of the candles that burned behind me had a girl's face in it. I'm gonna tell you how wild it is. Because everybody ain't got no background. Okay? One of the candles in the behind that was behind me, because it was candles on all sides. One of the candles that was behind me had a girl's face in it. And I looked, I had to, zoom in because I had got a picture of it. And I zoomed, I'm like, man, I know that ain't that girl. So the girl, the person who I saw in that candle, her brother, I was dating her brother, right? So he came and picked me up like 2-3 days later. And he had a picture of her on his necklace, on his pendant. And I said, let me see. I looked, I said, that's her. And I asked him, I said, was she raped? Was she raped or molested? The first thing out his mouth was, light bulb, the first thing out his mouth was, what happened to her wasn't nowhere near what happened to my mama. I sat back in that car. I just sat in that jail. I sat back in that car. I said, I hope he ain't, because she dead. I said, did he rape his sister? Did he rape his sister? Because, see, everything ain't documented. You see what I mean? And you have to be real mindful of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, I ain't ask him. Now, the old me would have asked him, okay? But she was around me for a reason, right? I stopped dealing with him because some other stuff started. That's when everything just started coming out. All types of shit was revealed. I was like, what the fuck is going on? That shit was a sci-fi movie. All types of shit started being revealed. I'm like, he raped his sister. Everything is not documented. Everything ain't documented. I'm going to tell you, people like him, this is what I learned. And y'all can look at how y'all want to. This is what I learned. Because I pay attention to a person, the way that people talk to me, eye contact. I pay attention to their mouth when they talking. I pay attention to their face, their ears, like their neck. You pay attention to everything. Okay, Porsche Daddy. Baby. So, okay, Nakuna. So, this is what I learned and about people who have a monotone. Their conversation is monotone. Ain't no ups, ain't no peaks and valleys when they talk. Ain't no excitement, no, from high to low. They have a straight tone. I don't know if that's a sociopath, psychopath. I don't know, because sometimes people might be on a little something or something. But I do not like when I come across people like that. They tone just, and it's like this with everybody. They be talking on the phone. They take some calls or whatever. Ain't no infliction. What do they call it? What do they call it, Porsche Daddy? Yeah, even what they don't say matters. That's right. What do you call it? They just talk on the same wavelength. I don't deal with it because ain't no emotion there. Where's the spirit of that person at? Because when the spirit is alive, you're gonna go up and down, and you don't have to be as extreme in it, like me, but it's gonna go up and down. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's the flat effect. Monotone. Thank you. That's what it is, Miss Nicole. Monotone. Inflection. Okay, because what did I say? Inflection? I said it right. Okay, because sometimes I question what I said. Okay. But yeah, They just like this. And that's why you can pick up tone in text sometimes. People just like this, right? Like people that think black and white are like this in text. It's real flat. It's real flat. Possessed people, it's real flat and it's heavy, right? The energy of it is really, really heavy. I started paying attention to the way that like cause you see it in your head. I don't know about y'all, but like when I used to record music, I used to you look at the wave files, right? And that's how you can that's the vibe, the way that you feel of the frequency of a person when they talking. And you know when they talk, can you visualize what they saying? When they talk, can you feel what they saying? When they talk, is it coming from their diaphragm? You know what I'm saying? My nose itching. But yeah, non-modulation. No modulation. Yeah. I think he might have been possessed because I'm telling you, he would light up with anger and destruction like a light switch. Probably is. A lot of people are close to possession, right? Yeah. Gauge the frequency and feel their words and see them. Yeah. Some people ain't got that. They ain't no soul in them. And like she said, with him really just turning up when he mad and all that, turning up when he angry, that's all he feed off of. Like all you feed off of is drama. Who are you? All you feed off of is the downside of everything. Who are you? Because, a lot of people go unchecked. People don't tell them that what's going on. And if people do tell them what's going on, they don't receive it because they don't want people talking to them like that. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about comfort. Comfort zone. Just being real comfortable with who they are and how they do stuff. Controlled by darkness. Yeah, Porch Daddy. And that shit is crazy. You really have to I'm telling you. One thing that you need to master if you haven't already, is know when people are reflecting light versus people who are of light. They embody light, right? That's like saying, notice who's a lighthouse and who's not. Some people have a glimmer that they may be, that they may embody, but most people reflect light. You know what I'm saying? More people than not are reflecting light. It's kind of like them Bible thumpers, right? They reflect the word of God, but they do not speak with the living waters. You know what I'm saying? Speak through, the living waters ain't coming from them or something like that, right? So you just know what's false light and what's not. Because it's not hard to see. It's not hard to witness. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people out here putting on a show. So many people out here putting on a damn show. And they want to engage as many people as possible because whatever it is that is possessed by them, whatever possesses you brings more, wants to pull in more possessions. How can I put that? Whatever possesses you, right? Whatever altar you feed, when it's going to attract, it's like attract light, right? And then that goes into when people are like, well, he's a bad person, I'm not that bad. It's something that was attracted, that was the connection between y'all. There was something that you had to fix, so you won't attract that kind of bullshit no more. It's something, Nakuna, that you got to fix. So you want, because a lot of times people do continuously attract the same thing over and over again. I never attracted another one of them crazy motherfuckers because you ain't got to show me myself but one time. I was a asshole. You ain't got to show me that no more, okay? It had to be mirrored back to me, okay? And he mirrored it back. And I had to work on that. It took me a while, but I had to work on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't as much of an asshole as him. You know what I'm saying? Like the old folks say, you think you bad, it's always somebody better. I'm in a Bible study and a few of them do not have the light, so I stopped going. Don't let them stop. Shit, you probably was the one that was gonna wake them up. Shake the table. Don't let a couple of bad seeds, apples or whatever, stop, because more than likely that's what they wanted anyway. You gotta remember that. More than likely that's what they wanted, as long as leadership, was intact. Nakuna, I find that also about religious groups. I joined a charity organization though, and it's honestly way cooler. What happened, Nicole? Church is a lot like triage. You don't want to be around all that sickness. Oh, y'all, we not finna. Who going in there? My chair squeaking. Ooh, we not finna go up and through there. We'll be in here all night. I didn't know y'all was gonna be talkative on the Wednesday. It's hump day. That's exactly what I reflected in myself as soon as I realized I was in domestic violence. For me, it was essentially standing my boundaries and disappear as soon as he or anyone shows me who they are and don't change, period. Actions speak louder than words, okay? You could tell me who you are all day long, because a lot of people think that's the new thing with men and women. People want to tell you who they are. Actions speak louder than words. Run it up. Actions speak louder than words. Sorry, not sorry. Actions speak louder than words. Fuck that. You can tell me I'm this and I'm that. Okay, prove it. And people don't like when you tell them to prove it. However, you gotta tell them to show and prove. They don't like that. I thought you said this, and shit. If you said it, stand on it. Don't come telling me what you know how to do and who you are and all that, and then you don't want to stand on it. Shit, I gotta stand on it. That's why I'm careful. Don't say that you know how to do that. People gonna start saying, do it. Okay? Like when people just try to tell me to freestyle. I'm not gonna freestyle. I ain't like freestyling. I don't like being put front and center about shit. If you know that you don't like being put front and center about shit, don't bring up what it is that you do. If you don't want, that's like even on resumes. If they ask you, okay, so if that's what you have mastered, show us and give us an example, or tell us a story about when it happened and all that shit. Right? You gotta have a go-to story and all that. You know what I'm saying? With proof to back it up and all that. Fuck that. I ain't gonna say nothing I know how to do without being able to back it up. Call me on my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And if I have to retract, I'll retract. I'm a big girl. I wear my big girl underwear sometimes. Okay? You know what I'm saying? But shit, y'all gotta start, let people prove themselves before y'all get all serious with them and shit like that. Prove what you said you're gonna do. Shit. Prove who you say you are. Why I gotta prove who I say I am? You see me. Okay? Awkward. Like, I know relationships and marriage are hard, but damn, they are so damn hard that my health deteriorates. That's because you didn't have proper boundaries and you wasn't taking care of yourself the way that you should have, Nakona. Now, I'm going to be 100 with you. No, or no damn hard. People do show you who they are more than they know. Yeah. Oh, today Tuesday. I'm ready to post that podcast for tomorrow. I was talking a little shit at the end. I'm getting more comfortable with it. That's exactly why I reflect. Okay. Y'all ain't said nothing. Today, Tuesday. Man, I'm just up there. We don't skip a day for it. Make sure they walk what they talk. Walk what they talk. Yeah. And go through a couple of seasons with them before you say, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't hard to just say yes to a relationship that has potential. This can go somewhere. This can go somewhere. It ain't hard. That ain't hard. You finally caught us live. Hey, Mark. Safe. I just had spinal cord surgery and this ninja want to show his ass now. And gonna ask me for my car so he can get to work. No, sir. Did he help you with the after, what do you call it? The aftermath of the surgery? post care. So wait a minute, Shaquana. So you had spinal surgery. So what was going on before the spinal surgery? Let me play Bad Building Friends advocate. What was going on before the spinal surgery? And is that the first time he ever asked you to use his car? Use your car. Outpatient service. You know her? The wrong people, friends, partners, family, etc. can fuck you up worse than drugs. Be careful who you give your time to. Period, point blank, end of discussion. And we don't say it for the people in the back. Period, point blank, end of discussion. He rubbed my feet. That was it. The same thing before. Okay, well, you justified. I'm just playing Bad Building Friends advocate. You justified. Somebody want to see your girl. You justified. I hope that you get the feeling better. I really do, because that sounds like a bit of much going on. Even though Porch Daddy said it's outpatient service. Because y'all know, men ain't good with hospitals. They ain't good with babies. They ain't good with a lot of stuff. They really ain't. Most of them ain't. They don't know what that means. And then some of them do. They have they do care. You know what I'm saying? You'll see. And that's, I guess it depends too. Because some men, you'll see a softer side of them when you sick. You know what I'm saying? If you tell them that you ain't feeling good and you sick, you see a softer side of them. Especially if you, a Sigma or Alpha female, you'll see a softer side of them when you, just really ain't feeling and doing good or whatever. So I don't know what his trip is. Why he didn't he could take the bus. He wanted to go to work when I can't do nothing for myself. They will. Look, that happens. But you said that before that he didn't do much of shit though. Porch Daddy said that he buy you some groceries. Cause maybe he do stuff different. So let's find out. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Did he clear up any bills? Okay, Porch Daddy asking the right questions, because it can be kind of iffy. Because when I broke my foot, that motherfucker went to work, okay? My baby daddy, when I had my baby, that motherfucker went to play basketball after. I'm like, who the fuck? I need some help. Shit, you just got to know the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because they take care of shit. It's just that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Did he put everything by the bed? Because that's what they'll do too. Even though they finna go do some shit, they put everything in your arm's reach. Here, what else you need? They go the remote. They go your snacks. They go your food. Your not finna say heating blanket. Your heating pad right here. Some ice water right here. Okay, what else you gonna need? Yes, with my food stamp card. Now he took your mother. I can't stop it. Whew. Take it away from me. Take it away from me. Get it away from me. Oh, oh. Whew. Bitch, I know you did not say he took your food stamp card to make no groceries. Whew. And asked you after you had the surgery to use your car to go to jail. Whew. Jesus. Whew. 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 Take it. Whew. 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 Put your forehead here. Put your forehead on her. Oh, heal her. Heal her mind, body, and her spirit. Ooh. If she ever let her debit card, credit card, EBT card, social security card, birth certificate card, passport card, phone charger card, any card, hallelujah, we rebuke it and we call it out in the name of the Holy Spirit. Bring it out of her. Remove that spirit of opening your purse. Remove that spirit. Hallelujah. We rebuke the devil in the name of the Holy Spirit. We cast it out and down into the depths of the underworld to never be seen again. Hallelujah. Whew. The doors of the church are open. Anybody else need a rebuking? Whew, I know that bitch didn't say that. Then stressed me out in this house. Ooh, ooh. That means he might know how much all your bills is. I rebuke it in the name of the Holy Spirit. Remove it, remove it, remove it. We renounce and denounce that spirit of too much honesty, too much truth in this young lady. Sharing of all of the things to do with the finances, but a motherfucker that ain't about shit. We rebuke it. Put your forehead on here. Put your forehead right here. Tap it 4 times. Tap it 4 times. Oh yeah, I gotta go do me a nice little cleansing. Poor child, I need to be out there where you at. I need to come on out there where you at and spend a little time with you. You got life and bullshit fucked up. You say he took your food stamp card. Whew. That bothered my spirit. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, burn the Palo Santo. She need to go out by the river with that. I cancel and dismantle all the plans of the enemy, whatever kind of dick he laid on you. May it recall and not get hard again in your presence. You don't need no more of that dick from that person. Remove it, remove it. You don't need no more. You don't need no more See, you had us fooled for a minute. You had us fooled for a minute. You said, I just had spinal cord surgery and he has to use my car to go to work. You had us fooled for a minute. The truth had to come up out of there. How you done gave the motherfucker your EBT card. What else he got access to? What else? That's why he was so comfortable asking for your car. What else he got access to that he ain't proved his way? Whew. Whew. That's heavy, child. That's heavy down what you dealing with. That's heavy. Don't do that no more, young woman. Don't do that no more, young woman. You done woke up. We're going to say that you woke up today. You have been reborn here today. Don't do that no more. The plans of the enemy have been revoked. Don't do that no more. That was your final straw. You need to detox from that man. Don't let him get in your ear. Don't let him get in your ear. D&D is messages. D&D 'em. Whatever he cooked for you, if he ever cooked something for you, get rid of it. If he got anything at your house, put it in a bag and put it out by the trash until he come and get it. Put it somewhere that is not in your house. Put it in a black bag in the darkness. Wash your bed and stuff when you get a little healthier. Sprinkle some salt across your threshold. Don't do that no more, baby. Don't do that no more. I think she woke up with, you know, I think she woke up when he asked to use her car and she down and out like that right there. Don't do that no more. Now, you done took me up and through there somewhere, because I remember the girls back in the day used to do shit like that. It's against the law, baby. It's against the law. It's against the feminine law. Don't do that. You don't do that. He ain't supposed to know you get stamps. He ain't supposed to know. Okay? He ain't supposed to know that. That's not something that's not a detail that he needs to know. All right, baby. Let's move on, okay? Let's move on. We done cleared it out. The doors of the church are open. We done cleared it out. Whatever it is that he was doing to you and all that right there, pray before you go to sleep so you don't have no dreams of him, okay? Because when they can't get access to you, they get to think about you and get to jacking off and thinking about you and all that, and they go up in the ethers, and now they showing up and you smell them out of nowhere. You see people that might look like them. Get that man out your spirit. Cleanse yourself in whatever ways that you've become accustomed to. Don't do that to yourself no more. You breaking laws. Okay? Don't break no more laws, baby. You didn't give him your car. That was a good step. That's a good sign. Because you got to remember, a man don't feel quite like a man when he asking a woman for something anyway. All right? Remember that. A man that's comfortable with asking you for something, and he ain't even your man, too. Like, it's a lot that go with it. Because if he was your man right out and y'all was sharing resources and all that, you wouldn't have no need for the Lone Star card. But at the end of the day, times is hard out here, so I don't know how the situation is. Okay? But we don't do that. All your paperwork and all that, don't have that sitting out nowhere. Get you a nice little safe or something. Get you a nice little safe or a box that, you know, it look like, you know, you don't go in it often. Don't never let a man see you go and get your private, your personal stuff, your ID, not your ID, but all your personal stuff, your bills and everything, okay? Because, you know, some of them young girls don't know that. And I want to talk to the young girls about, you know, the simple things with a calendar. They need a calendar on their wall and what dates their bills are due and what they have to pay every month, because a lot of them don't even do that. These are the simple things that people need. We got to get back to the basics. I do have somebody, I got a client that does stuff. I need to talk to her. Let me write it down, because that'll be a good workshop for the young girls. And I'm going to tell her too, like, tell them young girls, don't... She probably can't do it as a professional to get on there and say, look, y'all don't tell these men. But let me write that down. I gotta, cause I like, you know, sharing resources, and she a good resource that can probably help the young girls. Now, did we lose her, y'all? Where she at? Did she leave, y'all? Okay, Alicia, yeah, that too. Because we talked about that earlier about forgiveness, but it's a whole process. But she's going to have to let that go right there. That's too much going on. How he feel even getting somebody EBT card And well, maybe okay. So wait a minute, cause she said that he got her some food for her house, I guess. So he went and used her EBT card to get, but he ain't supposed to have it in his hand. Okay, cause she could have Instacarted. She could have Instacarted. Your social security, no nothing. I always play it close to your vest. Yes. Where she go, y'all? Did we run off? And don't let no man trick you into telling what all you got going on and what you got. Shit, for all you know, shit, all I got going on is what you see. And so whatever you, because people don't be seeing. Whatever you see is going on, that's what's going on. Shit, what the fuck? People need to be privy to all that, because a lot of times people, these days anyway, people want to be privy to what you got going on and how you moving, so they'll know, so they can gauge about what they gonna do and all that. That ain't how this work. That ain't how this work. The fuck? Why my phone died when you said put your head on the phone? Oh, there she go, y'all, Shaquana. Hey, Miss Melissa. Good morning. Where you at? What time is it over there? Child, well, that's good that your phone died, because we still was in here praying for you. We had some Palo Santo being, it was people cutting cords and doing all kind of things. There she go. People, it was a whole little circle. We did a circle. The ladies came to the front and was laying hands on you over there with their heads. They was over there doing it. It don't take much, because we do get together in the ethers often in this house. It don't take much. Okay, she said thank you. All right. We got his ass up out for there now. You going to have to do the rest. Walk through the steps. Be gentle with yourself. Don't lose yourself in the process. Pray and ask what you need to do and how you need to do it. Take it day by day, moment by moment. Don't hold no grudges, because shit, you play yourself too. Okay? And we have to admit when we play ourselves. Okay? We have to forgive ourselves. One of the ladies was reminding you, if you want to, you can rewind back to the beginning of this conversation. Forgive yourself. Oh, co-create just told you to go back. Yeah. Because we here for you. You know? We here for you. But that's going to be a no-no. Okay. That's right. Keep watching, pray. Y'all, I ain't pulled cards online in so long. Y'all ready? I've been playing with these cards the whole time. I've been right here. We're going to do one for Shaquana. She got to ask. She got it. You ended with tap your head 4 times. Shit, I tapped. Okay. Woo. Damn. Got to let it go. Because we got a lot to do this year. You see what I mean? And you got to pay attention to everything that's going on in your environment. You know what I'm saying? Like her with the spinal cord surgery, and then that happened in the way that it did. And like I was telling y'all earlier, them red flags, like everything is on the flow. It's on the flow this year. So, you know, people can't hide, but this is like I feel like they said the horse energy doesn't start till the 4th. I feel that energy now. I felt that when we had that ice storm, it really kicked in right there for real. A lot of it kicked in around August, September, October. I had a down season in November. It kicked back in December. That is whatever this is that's happening this year. I need y'all to be on point. I need y'all to be mindful of your surroundings, spiritually, mentally, physically. Be on point, like for real, because so much is gonna be revealed this year. So many illusions are being like burned out and burned away. So many people are moving fast. It's like this a telemarketing year. Telemarketing. That's what I was getting early when I was talking to them on Instagram. Telemarketing. Everybody's selling something. I know I'm selling something. I got my oil. Y'all need to go purchase my oil if y'all want that confidence boost to make y'all feel like how y'all coming, okay? It empowers you and boosts you. It also comes with the whatever intention you put in it is what it multiplies. It's a multiplier, enhancer. And there's a free ebook that comes with it as well, written by nobody but me, and it's probably some typos in that bitch, okay? But look, We got stuff to do, ladies. Like, for real. And gentlemen, we have things to do, and we cannot afford to, like Porch Daddy said, no leeches this year. Like, for real. Everything in black and white, okay? And, I need some action behind whatever it is that you say. I need some action behind whatever it is you say you're going to do. Well, shit, I need some action behind it. Like, for real. For real. No, for real. Can you do a read for me and this man I married? Me need to leave, baby. Nakuna. I thought you said you had divorced him. What you got going on with Nakuna and this man? From the light of God that I am, please provide information for Miss Nakuna and this man she married. Bow, bow, bow. Get your ass. Shit about to be over with. 10 of wands. You're about to have victory in that situation, but it's going to boil down to one thing. Damn, 6 of swords at the bottom. It's going to boil down to one thing. It's like you got this one thing that you can put your foot on his neck about, and you have victory over the situation because of this one thing that you can put your foot on his neck about that he ain't got no rebuttals. He can't come sideways about nothing. He can't, whatever this is that you got on him, he can't do nothing about it. On that 10 of wands, I'm telling you, it's something he did. I don't know if you got an allegation that you can bring up about him that he don't like talking about. It's an allegation that you can bring up about him. He don't like talking about it. It's in his card. I'm gonna show you. It's an allegation that you can bring up about him, but he don't like talking about it. He don't like talking about it. He change up. Like he'll be talking, like that man used to do me. He'll be talking, and as soon as you just tiptoe, bring it up just a little bit, shut it down. It's something you got on him, got your foot on his neck on something. Out of all the stuff he done did, it's this one thing. It's this one thing. It's this one thing. It's on my website. Thank you, Alicia. It's complete. It's one thing that she got on him. Do he remind you of your daddy? It's one thing it's one thing that you got your foot on his neck about, or will be. It probably can send him to the slammer. Yeah. You start talking about this, cause he know you bright. He know you smart. He know you smart, but you got to buy his balls on something. I want to take him to court for domestic violence, but not sure if that's a road I want to take. He broke all my phones that had evidence. Yes, he doesn't like talking. When I tell him about how I saw his timber, I said, I don't take cheaters back. It's a lot of cards. Well, how long y'all been broke up? How long y'all been broken up? He ain't letting go easy. I don't know if you done moved or what. He ain't letting go easy. Bringing the family up in it and everything. He ain't letting go easy. Child, not this man telling you you mean the world to him, threatening to hurt himself and all that right there. If he threatened to hurt himself, you want to make sure that you call and get him 5150, okay? Because he threatening to hurt himself. Y'all need to go and get him. It's scary. Shit. Get a little Thursday in his system. My dad was jealous of my mom. That makes sense. That's the root of it. That's the root of the entire issue then. So you have a lot of work to do working with not only getting away from him and doing the work on that, because that's not, you can start the work now, but a lot of the work won't be done until you completely get rid of him. He left September. I said, come back once you prove you change. He drink a lot. He do a lot of drinking. He do a lot of lying. He do a lot of drinking. He is bringing the family up. He tries to also blame my family. I saw that. Bringing your family up, holding on to stuff that you done told him that he can use against you. It's a lot. Over there drinking and shit. I just get that he drinking. Do you have any advice for a young woman with a child when it comes to dating nowadays? I don't trust the guy that I've been talking to for a few years. I like that you're trying to help young women. Let's talk about. I don't know. What kind of advice? A lot of older women will tell you, don't if you got a little child, don't be dating. Hold on, y'all gotta use the restroom. Baby, y'all really got me in here for a long time. Don't y'all gotta go to work or something? Because I can work till 4 o'clock in the morning. Who pours that in on their ass? No, he does a lot of weed. Okay. I've realized where's the work to be done. I've been working with therapy and in my church. Okay, good. Focus on yourself and your child. Love will find you, not forced or a substitute. I also think maybe he might always been cheating on me. When you point a finger, 3 come back pointing at you. Well, all you gotta do is say the magical prayer. But see, okay, so here's the thing about the magical prayer. Reveal to me what it is that I need to see. Show me what it is that I need to see. Remove from me anything that is not in alignment with the vision that you have for the plans and purposes of my life. You ask that, you don't bring up nothing because it's gonna be right in your face. It's gonna be right in your face. Okay? It's just gonna be revealed right in your face. It's just gonna fall in your lap. Can't even deny it. Ain't no beating around the bush. Ain't no you what you saw ain't real. What was revealed to you wasn't real. You gotta really mean it. Pray from your heart that I just need to know. But if you need to know, you better get your ass up and go. Because the next time you ask, it may not be revealed. And that means that you set yourself up for a long a long line of bullshit. I gotta give you the right words because Lulu. Okay. But I remind me. Y'all don't like reminding me of nothing. You'd be amazed at how much stuff I done offer people online and be like, hey, you gonna have to remind me, email me, chat me on the website, blue, whatever. People don't do it. So if you really about that life, you'll remind me. Okay, Melissa. That's Melissa. Where my little baby go? Hold on. Um, you said, okay, let's talk about, said, do you have any advice for a young woman with a child when it comes to dating nowadays? I don't trust a guy that I've been talking to for a few years. So dating nowadays versus you talking to this person for a few years. So which question is it? I like that you're trying to help young women. Which question is it actually? Okay, Miss Melissa. Okay, what's your question, Miss Melissa? I think we finished with I think we are finished with Nakuna. 300. I think her question is I think her question is layered, but we'll see. How would things go with Jason and I? He's new and cute. We both 41, divorced and single parents wars. It's gonna go good. No. Hold on. Hold on, baby. Hold on, Miss Melissa. Let me get Alicia right quick because she already asked hers. All right. From the light of God that I am, give me clear and direct messages for Miss Alicia about her and Jason. We just need one card because she needs to enjoy the process. The fuck? They gave us two. I told you it's gonna go good, bitch. I told you it's gonna go good. Okay, don't let too much out. Okay. Ooh, 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, bitch. I told you it's gonna go good. Yeah. He wanna prove himself to you. So let him, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Don't do no heavy lifting when a man is in the room, okay? I'm trying to figure it out. I ain't gonna lie, I cry to you. I told you I ain't been pulling cards. Not even just regular online. I pull cards myself, but I ain't been pulling cards in my consultations. But yeah, have fun. Mm-hmm. He left-handed or right-handed? He looked like he left-handed. Let me see. Wait until you're not at risk of dating someone your child will want to take you through it. Should young women be looking for a partner or just keep our options open? I think you should, but you need to know what your intent. Like, if you ain't got no men around you who can vet or find out what the man's intentions are, because men read men better than a woman can read in most cases. But if you ain't got no men around you that can vet, that you can take him to, or like older women that's got your best interest at heart. If you ain't got nobody that you can take him to or nothing like that, go where you led. I know that's right. If you ain't got nobody you can take him to meet, you know what I'm saying? You need to know what his intentions are for you, and you need to know what it is that you want so that you can go slow. Very, very slow. Very, very slow. That's what I can say about that, because it's a number of factors that's going on when it comes to dating, and you got a child. Because you don't let them meet your child. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a young child, more than likely. And you don't let them meet your child. You get to know them and find out what they got going on. You date, go out in public, meet them somewhere far away from your house, or don't tell nobody where you stay. Hello, goodbye. Or the vicinity of the places that you go, the places that you mix and mingle. Your favorite grocery store, that bitch 30 miles away from your house somewhere. Okay, you cannot tell people the stuff that you do on a regular basis if you don't know them. Now that's some dating advice, because all too often, because I don't know what to tell you. A lot of men are predators, and I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that. But a lot of men don't know how to take no for an answer. A lot of them ain't got no emotional intelligence. I'm talking about these days, like for real. I don't know all the men, okay? But yeah, know what you want, and don't accept nothing less than what you want. But you need to know what you want and stick to it. You need to have your own goals going on, not putting all your time and energy into a man because you got a baby, your life, and then relationship. And before y'all can even come together in a relationship, you need to know who he is, because you got your own shit going on. You got your own hobbies, your own goals, your own things going on. Then you got this child, okay? And the child and you are a package. Hold on. Okay, what Melissa say? Take him to church if you want to. Do you have a home church? Gotta have boundaries. The rule book is the one that you create. What a child's daddy? How the child's daddy gonna feel about that? Oh, I cut my finger last night. How the child father gonna feel about that? Damn, some more came through, Porch Daddy. Yes, we finna get ready to wrap this up because I don't want to keep Portia on here too long. I think he in New York or something like that on the East Coast. For real. But you know, Miss Melissa, you must be in your late 30s. The thing too that a lot of the younger women really want to settle down, contrary to popular belief. A lot of the young women really do want to settle down, and it's good to, like, some people try to tell you, don't settle down while you're young, sow your wild oats and all that. It depends. You know what I'm saying? That ain't for everybody. You know, if you had a good astrologer, they'll be able to tell you that, yeah, you know, around what time would be a good time for you to be in a long-term committed, because, you know, in your chart, it's going to show your relationships. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's that. But a lot of the young girls do want to be in relationships. It's just that, shit, us older girls already know that the dating pool got piss in it. And the young girls is really seeing it too. Because these young girls, a lot of them are more mature. And a lot of them are spiritually in tune as well. But they get caught up because a lot of them have friends that's not on their level. A lot of these young girls have friends that's not on their level. So it's kind of hard to compare things to, because what they friends putting up with, what they friends going through, ain't what they want. They want something better. They want something long lasting. You know what I mean? So it's wild. It's different out here. You know, I ain't that goddamn old. Hey, car push. They got my other little baby right there. Car push had a baby, y'all. My other little baby. That's our house baby. One of our house babies right there. Car pusher. Yeah, some of them wear blinders, but a lot of them don't. How can you know that you're wearing blinders if you've been reared or if society has told you this, that, and the other? You know what I'm saying? If you've been conditioned a certain type of way, how do you know that you don't know that you got blinders on? And then you got all these different people trying to tell you this, that, and the other. Shit, 2019 was the rise of the relationship coaches and shit like that. People not talking about the real shit. I'm from the hood. I know how the hood relationships go and how the young relationships go. You know what I'm saying? And then I know how dealing with men with money go. That's iffy. Sugar daddies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just one way to look at stuff. And a lot of times people are giving information that ain't aligned with the individual. That's why it needs to be individual stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Or she need to, you know, a lot of these young girls need to be around like minds, people with the same type of interest and things like that. Because they say about college, you should be in a relationship around college age. Most people. But what is the statistics? I will say I have a lot of trust in you because since then you've been on point with everything that you've been saying. I try to make sure I don't, I feel like I have to be responsible for a number of things. Because I really do be wanting all the women in this house to have them a nice, good relationship, a long-term relationship. I really do. Look at Creole Queen. Yes. Ugh. Mentors or big sis or aunties. But, you know, that can be tricky too, Miss Melissa. You know what I'm saying? You got to find people with like minds and y'all on the same path. And it's like we all mature and we all want something. It's like if I look at your vision board, I kind of see, you know, I see the vision, bitch. I see the vision. You share your plans with me. I see the vision. How you let dudes handle you. Okay, bitch, we on the same type of time. Like, cause you ain't letting them handle you either, bitch. Okay, you got long-term goals and you ain't putting up with certain types of shit or you know, being around other people, you know, in relationships, or older women that have that are in good relationships and shit like that. And you see how they man, you know, those type of friends, right? Because it's a lot of married women that will take you under their wing too. A lot of married women, a lot of older women will take you under their wing, but not all of them, because some of them be trying to pimp them young girls out. Now, don't get that twisted, bitch. Boom. A lot of them bitches be trying to pimp out these young girls and shit like that. That's why you can't. No, ma'am. I was trying to be a doctor in college. I was ignoring everybody. I know that's right. Did you graduate? Maturity is important. Goals, dreams, aspirations, all of the things, yeah. The sooner you align with your purpose, the better. Things just become smooth. That don't make no sense. I be spraying this like that. This that don't make no sense. It's that some cologne, the holy water, excuse me, y'all, whatever. The holy water, and some cascarilla and some other stuff in there. That's how I be having all that damn energy. I'm telling y'all, this year just, I only made it to my master's degree, bitch. Don't ever say only. That's a huge accomplishment. I might go back. You know how the system is. Yeah. That's a huge accomplishment, bitch. Congratulations. Pimps for real. I had a solid thing, but it needed time. I got impatient, went with the right then man, ended up with a narcissist. Be patient and believe. Actions, not words. Listen to the women. Listen to the ladies. Actions over everything. That's the motto for the day. I wish we could put it right up here. Actions over everything. Because that's the whole gist of this live today, apparently. Because triangulation has a lot to do with motherfuckers and their actions, paying attention to all that. The fuck? You know it, Miss Melissa. Especially when I go live, you know. That's hard. Yeah, that's hard word. Baby, she did that. And she pushed the baby out her ass. Now, let's talk about it. If you done gave birth to a baby, okay? Fellas, y'all need to move back, okay? My Rainbow Collective, y'all move y'all ass back, because I know what y'all be calling babies. We not finna argue with you. Stop it, bitch, okay? If you done pushed a baby out your way, if you done gave birth to a child and still living and got all your limbs and you functioning and all of the things, you need to say thank you, God, every day. Every day. That's an NDE waiting to happen. That's one of the biggest accomplishments. Don't ever let nobody tell you that having a baby ain't nothing. Don't let nobody diminish. Like, if you ever have to say, if people ask you, because sometimes people like to compare traumas and shit. I learned that the other year. Like, people like comparing their trauma. Like, bitch, I would like not to have gone through nothing. If you ask the younger me, shit, I'm supposed to be richer than a palace. This ain't the life that I was promised coming in this world. Okay? Yeah, figure it out. So, if a motherfucker want to compare trauma, that you tell them, shit, I had a baby. Don't let them diminish that. Don't let them be dismissive about you having a baby. That's a lot. Go watch a video of somebody having a baby and come back to me because you don't think it's a lot. Me and my janky teeth grateful. I almost checked out this motherfucker. Creole Queen. I emailed you a while ago too. I might go back, you know. Okay. Did Melissa ask her question? Because we got to get up out of here. Porsche Dad ain't going to be in here all night. But he be cleaning up. What was your question, Pooh? I didn't see it. About work. What was your question, Pooh? Porch Daddy, have you noticed an influx of people coming there? Because I done had to hide. I just hid somebody. For whatever reason, they coming after my accent, and my ebonics, and all this. I don't know what that's about. I guess they think that it's some. I feel some type of way about it or something. They think it's an insecurity or something. Cause why are different names that they just keep getting hid and they coming here with the same shit? I thought I hid that hole. Hold on. Oh no, I did. I replied, but I didn't know everybody was in the house in the living room. Okay. Well, I did email you and then get on hopped on her because I was waiting for that man to hit me back over there. Okay, boy, daddy. Weird. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about when the enemy is at their last, they just, they at their last little piece right there. They ain't got much left right there. They get they become disoriented. They become disoriented. So that's what y'all witnessing. Y'all witnessing disorientation. Miss Lulu, I don't think I could ever say thank you enough for all you do for us. You got us through so much. You will always be special to me. I appreciate your car pusher. All they last. Very desperate. Y'all have no idea. I wish I'm gonna put it on my stories. This motherfucker emailed me DM me like he was asking for a reading. And I said, I left a domestic violence situation and I need a reading. I'm thinking about something. It's witch magic, right? So I said, what? I said, hi, what's your name? They responded with, I just want to do readings. I said, well, do them and cancel and dismantle any doubt. Then the motherfucker said, are you doing paid readings? Trying to do with the same stuff they used to do, but it's not even, ain't no power in it no more. Like, what are you doing? Like, for real. Melissa John asked what was going on with work for her and should she watch out for something. Okay, where is it? Because I don't see it. Hold on. There go the car pusher. Where is Melissa? What's going on for me? Anything to watch out for? This is the last question I got from Melissa right here. What's going on with me? And what should I watch out for? Oh, I thought they said Creole Queen. Y'all finna get out here because now my eyes going cross. What's going on with Miss Melissa? From the light of God that I am, give me clear and direct messages for Miss Melissa. What is that the job? What you mean what's going on for you at work? Oh, okay. What's going on with Miss Melissa at that job up there? What them folks got going on? I don't know why I'm seeing sheet rock and metal work up there. What's going on up there? Y'all supposed to be relocating? Backbiting? It's y'all relocating up there? It was before the sheep and blinders talk for the young lady. The one before said work. Okay. Okay, so Miss Melissa. Okay, so it's a lot of jealousy and shit like that going on up there? A lot of lying? Hold on. That's what's going on up there. A whole bunch of lying. Somebody taking credit for other people working shit. Taking credit for folks working shit. What kind of job is that? Because I saw some metal work. Okay, she said yes. Hold on. Okay, hold on, Melissa. But see, here's the thing though. Let me show you something. So here's the thing though. Out of the back, out of the line and the cheating and the so somebody a sweet talker. Somebody up there a sweet talker. Social services. Somebody up there a sweet talker. Lips like honey. Up there. Yeah, somebody else sweet talker up there. She want to be honored. I don't know if that's a woman, but I'm thinking that's a woman. She want to be honored. She want to be a high achiever. But that shit finna clear up. I told y'all earlier that shit finna clear up. Hold on, Simply Slim. That shit finna clear up. That shit finna clear up. That shit finna clear up. Hold on, I'm finna tell you why. I'm finna tell you why. Somebody before they leave that job, they know a whole bunch of shit. I don't know if they're gonna send out a mass email. They got a lot of information. It's a lot of information. They've been keeping tabs on everything going on. They waiting for this person to try to get their accolades about something that they ain't do about themselves. They ain't even deserve the honor that they trying to get. They facing the authority. But somebody that's leaving, I don't know if they going out on FMLA or some shit like that. Whoever this is that's leaving, gonna leave a trail. So whoever this main person is, don't know that somebody got all the information on their ass, all the receipts. You see that? Oh, you don't see it. Somebody got all the receipts on them right there. I still saw sheetrock though, metal and sheetrock. I don't know if they y'all, you work from home. Where does that leave you? You're gonna be all right. I don't think that nothing gonna happen to you right here. Let me clarify for you so you can see the visual. I don't think nothing gonna happen to you right here. This got to do with this the inner circle right here. That's the thing. Ain't no honor amongst thieves. Ain't no honor amongst thieves. Ain't no honor amongst hoes. Okay? What does this mean for Melissa's stability? And we finna wrap it up, ladies. What does this mean for Melissa's stability, please, and thank you? Well, that ain't a good look. Well, Melissa, I must have lied. You still not gonna get credit. You still not gonna get credit. Save your coin. Stack your chips. Budget. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Budget. Yeah, budget. Okay. Thank you. Don't stress. So what happened up there? Y'all work in a building? I saw sheetrock and metal. I don't know if they gonna be relocating. Something happening to the building or something like that. But sheetrock like construction. That's like tearing down a wall, a fake wall. Okay, you welcome. Now I don't know now. Let me see. Porch Daddy's still in here because I have to. Hey baby, I don't want to keep him in here too long. Y'all know that. Gotta respect your moderators because they be looking out for you. They help take care of the house. They're like a armor bearer for the channel. Okay. No. From the light of God that I am, give me clear and direct messages for a Creole Queen. Should she do business with the city or the state? The state. Which one is the earth sign? The king of coins. Okay, Porch Daddy. The king of coins. So is a man involved in the shit? Hold on. Where'd she go? Is there a man involved in this? If you in a relationship with a man that's involved with this? Or I don't want to get too much in your business. This is medical right here. I'm seeing medical in this card. Something with medical. Where'd she go? Clients and madness. I'm telling you, whatever that was, somebody know everything that's going on though. But the other person that ain't really, that's just taking all the credit and all that, and is, I'm telling you, whoever this got lips like honey. She know how to work. She know how to work. She know how to work the system, but she also knows how to work people, right? She know how to move and groove, but she has like 2 or 3 other people. That's that shit we talked about earlier about how triangulation. Hey, Locks for Love. Where Creole Queen go? He just died. Who just died? I was waiting for you to answer, start talking to Melissa. It's 2 conversations going on. And both conversations appear to be juicy. Okay? Gotta stay grounded. So the mayor. So whoever this king of coins is, caution. Be cautious. Stay on your P's and Q's. Keep your ace, what they call it, ace up your sleeve. But I saw something with the medical. That's what it was. He passed. That's the connection he got with you. I should have known. You need to email me because you should have known it was gonna be something different with your ass. Cause I see a serpent connection with you and this man. Hey, baby. You changed your name in 4 days. You changed your name in 4 days. Look at that. You and that man connected. It's something with. It's something about don't go that big. Don't go that big. Don't go that big. Like all money ain't good money. Don't go that big or something like that. Don't go that big. You need to email me. They killed him. I know it, but he died in the hospital. Oh, you said you try to move in silence. That makes sense with that 9 of Wands. When I said be cautious, you already being cautious. God damn. Yeah, you need to email me on this one. Cause I see that medical connection, but I also feel like was it something with his chest? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's a briefcase. It's a briefcase or something that you need. That why it look like one of them? It looked like one of those old briefcases with the what you call it, y'all? The lock that you do this on. Y'all remember that back in the day? You have to do the numbers like this, roll the numbers. That's what kind of briefcase it look like. It's old leather. And it's the kind of leather that you can, it's that old soft leather that you can write on. I used to be bad. I used to write on it. But you know what I mean? You can run your finger on it and you can leave lines and shit like that. It's that kind of leather. I don't know. Email me. I don't know why you even did that on here because you know your ass. Okay. Nakona's still in here. Hello. I'm the one who said where your accent from. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Oh. Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because we already had to rebuke some earlier. So, okay, so I'm finna apologize, reasonable, illmatic, because, babe, I'm trying to figure it out. Babe, I told you, babe, we red flagged out. It was too many people coming up in here. Let me talk to you for a minute, baby. Okay? It was a lot of people coming up in here. Okay? There was a lot of people coming up in here saying slick shit. You just so happened to say something, and I didn't see you say hello nowhere. You didn't come in here and speak. When you walk in folks' house, you need to speak. I didn't see you do that. Okay? So I need to unblock your ass. What's the name of the thing? You collect old suitcases. I have missed listening to you. This is Tippy. Tippy! With the Leo baby. Y'all, there go Tippy with the Leo baby. Baby, she took me back to 2019 right there. I couldn't help myself. I've been buying my lottery tickets, okay? Excuse me. This is A Love, Two Sons. The water signs read was spot on in the thick of it. Bringing light through. Thankful you're on tonight. Okay, been on here for a minute. I ain't gonna let y'all worry me because y'all reminded me of back in when we first started this channel. Okay, you revamping your channel. Okay, let me keep up. This the water signs read? No, it's just a live. We just talking shit and swapping spirit. Wait a minute, y'all. I did not know. Y'all know I didn't go live hardly none last year. I was going live in the park or whatever. Cool. Randomly. But I didn't really go live probably about 3-4 times last year. I ain't been on this channel, okay? I've been dropping replays and timeless messages and shit like that. I had no idea YouTube done got extra strict. Y'all know something? My 3 of my videos got strike. And you know what it was from? Me cussing like that. Me cussing like that. What do I need to join in order to keep in contact with you? Because you're the only reader on here that is genuine and will say it how it is. Just have to join the porch until we move forward. I've been trying to, it's a slow build. We slowly building up. From July of last year, we slowly building. You can get on the email list and I email people. I send out emails randomly. You can contact, it's different places you can contact me. If you really want to contact me, it's different places where you can talk amongst people, ask questions, recommend what you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to discuss. Because right now, nowhere. Just the porch. Oh, come on to the porch. It's lemonade and shade. Wait for this next one. Wait for this next one. It will help you too. Wait for this next one. Because I had to revisit the 90-day journey to mindfulness. So this is going to be a manual and a workbook. So that way you could teach your kids with the manual. You know what I'm saying? You can pass it down. You can pass that manual down. It won't be all watered down with all the shit of this world. It's real basic. It's real upfront. It gets right to the matter at hand, and boom. You can teach classes with the motherfucker. You hear me? I put that on everything. I ain't got shit. So I'm willing to lose everything. Okay. Yeah. So now you just put fire under my ass. I got to go ahead and finish it. I just got other stuff to work through. Girl. Life needs to be discussed. Okay, that's what we doing here today. That's probably why I got called. I'm telling y'all, it be right on time. Because y'all know I ain't been going live. And then we going live this amount of time. Like, really? What are y'all doing? Like, really, y'all have to grow up. But I've been called to, like, I bet, because it starts off with me talking to y'all in my head, discussing things. We discuss things, right? Sometimes the ladies will give me something to say. Sometimes it's just in the air, and then we gather. Because that's what we used to do all the time. People really came together on this channel to, like, release themselves of their burdens. Shit ain't as bad as it seems. The people on here don't take shit extra personal. Like how we had to do that whole... We just had church service earlier. Okay? Because, but we don't play that EBT card shit. Okay? So, you know, our Saturday Night Lives are our Saturday Night Lives were very, very therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get me some grapes, bitch. But I Saturday Night Live is very therapeutic. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. The lady that paid the $1.99. I should have been charging. You hear me? The lady's gonna get on my ass about it. You know what I'm saying? Now you know your ass. They be on my ass. You know. What we done told you. Baby, don't tell you already told me. You gotta respect the lady. I take care of them, they take care of me. You know? We take care of each other. It's our job. But I know I'm gonna have to hear it. Now you know. You gotta get paid for what you do in some kind of way. I just feel like sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when them wrong, do as the wrongs do. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't gotta be shit, go get the oil. Everything ain't gotta be you know what I'm saying? Like for real. Everything gotta be like that. Dang. I don't know why y'all be watching, y'all putting all that. I saw a girl selling some fancy shit, some fancy stuff to spray your fruit with. I ain't hating on a bitch hustle. You hear me? I'm not gonna hate on nobody hustle. Okay? I ain't gonna buy it. The one thing I know for sure, you is not getting all them pesticides off this damn fruit. Okay? What don't kill you, make it stronger. So I just got out my bed for no reason, and here we are. Baby, here we are. Standing on business. You been following me for years. You been a housemate for years. Because you ain't been following me. I ain't took you nowhere. You hear me? When you follow somebody, they got to be going somewhere. Okay? I done stood up and started acting up. See? Pull this on over here. I only like fruit when I'm not in the country. I want some fruit from Hawaii. That was some of the fruit that was fruiting. If fruit could fruit. I just remember that little Somalian lady on the side of the road. It don't make no sense. I was eating that fruit like it was some chicken wings. And y'all know. For those who know, you know. I was eating that fruit like it was some damn chicken wings, bitch. That's how good it was. That mango was so fresh. Who crazy? the tiniest bit of dish soap or work it clean. But I did a little 1-2 rinse it off, okay? These motherfuckers got so much stuff going on. I'm gonna tell you something. Hope y'all don't hear all that squeaking, okay? That's what I get for not using these churls until now. Now look, which is backwards, ain't it? These people with the world domination plan, the plan to take over the world, Creed, the plan to destroy mankind and have power over all the resources and this, that, and the other. They didn't factor in that it was fucking them up too. Just like the crack epidemic. They thought that, oh, we just gonna put it in the urban neighborhood and that shit went to the suburbs. Same shit. Look at, who was that? Bezos, Steve Jobs. Which one of them had cancer? You just don't know, man. Oh, the message was deleted. What happened? Poor daddy. Steve Jobs. Yeah. Then you got them Rockefellers. Okay, so check it. So Rockefeller came up in here, okay? And I knew he had something to teach me, but I had started being nosy about his family or whatever. Because, you know, one thing that you do learn overall is that when people cross, they don't always be the same way. Whatever their assignment was when they live, they're not always carrying that same energy if they ascend when they go to the other side or whatever it is that they are prescribed to. Because if you ask me, Tesla ain't nowhere near where y'all probably think he is, okay? Tesla the man. I'm trying to figure it out. And it's really the consciousness of Tesla, you know what I'm saying, that I'm overly infatuated with. I'm overly infatuated with the consciousness of Tesla. I don't want to hear no smart remarks, bitch. Because I'm going to ask Tesla to take you up and through there. Because he don't like people mess with me. Thought I'd let you know. So anyways, Rockefeller, all him and his sons and a lot of his descendants had the same issue. The funny part about Rockefeller's death, right? When he was about 40 years old, he got real sick. And he had he said he had a connection with God. Now, if y'all don't research Rockefeller and all that, I ain't researched the man like that. The man came to me and I knew, because I think he was a diamond too. Most diamond suited people be coming to me, right? Or they got some kind of connection with my life path and the phase I'm in. Cool. Y'all be taking shit too personal, bitch. You know I'm a woo-woo. I'm on the woo-woo side of shit, okay? So, when he was about 40, he had a near-death experience. And in that near-death experience, I think he could only drink milk and eat bread or something like that. It was a weird something that he could only do. He thought he was going to die. He had a visit. He said he had a visit from God. And God told him that, you know, basically, what is it for a man to gain, the world and lose his soul? I guess some shit like that. Don't quote me, but that's kind of like what it was. And so that's when he got the donating shit. But the thing that he did was set up his family. The way that he set up that estate tax, whoever are tax enthusiasts, tax will, trust, and probate people, the way he set up his family is one for the books. Okay? They got trust for this, trust for that. It's certain stuff that they have to do by this age and all types of shit. They got that shit all mapped out. Now, I know a lot of times people be like, oh, you got to find a silver lining in some shit. Whatever it is that motherfucker did, him and whoever came after him, whatever they did, okay? The strategy behind the way he set his generations for generations where they couldn't fuck up the wealth, that shit got to be studied. Because you got to think about it. Think about it. In the 1600s and the 1700s, a lot of things began to transpire, right? People were given the okay for certain things. If you make a certain type amount of money, you're going to get a visit. You can't do certain shit. Cool. Anybody tripped out? Whatever. Right? But a lot of people who touched some money close to the money that he had died as paupers, died as they had to hand it all back over. So you got to think about that too. And I know a lot of y'all probably say, well, that's because he got his shit through so and so. Usually when you get your stuff through bad building friends, now I'm gonna have to go down the rabbit hole. I don't know if I'm ready to go down the rabbit hole. Cause now I'm gonna have to go down the rabbit hole and see if bad building friends did it. Because bad building friends don't usually set people up like that unless the longevity has to do with fucking over people. So is he connected to fucking over people for generations as well? I don't want to talk about it. Thank you, Melissa. They, okay. Co-create, no. Trust account, yes. PMA, private member association. I was intrigued. Because, you know, a lot of people, like people in the music business, a lot of people in Hollywood, period. Old Hollywood. It's where you can, old Motown, old Hollywood is where you can see how it was going. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? When did the rituals and shit start? Because you got to think about it. The symbolism and shit. Because I don't remember I Love Lucy and all them having symbolism like that. Now, Benny Hill was a little, freaking nasty, okay? That's when it started crossing over. People started smoking on TV and all type shit. But when did all of that stuff start coming? But Bad Bill knows the way kingdom wealth is established legally. That's true. That's true. I don't know. Because in 1776 is when they started the shit, right? They started a structured hidden hand, right? Now, if something happened before that, I'm pretty sure it did because, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Hollywood, right? Because even when people do research and stuff like that, a lot of it don't start till they start talking about it around the time JFK. Okay. Okay. See, I like rabbit holes that got something to do with, now I'm in that place where I like rabbit holes that got something to do with the stuff I'm working on. I go down that type of rabbit hole. I'd probably be talking about it for another 3 weeks. Discussing all types of shit, weird shit. Cause when you look in the abyss, okay? When you look in the abyss, that bitch look back. And it just become intriguing. They can't believe your light is in there and you can't believe all the darkness that you're witnessing and shit like that. It's a battle of the fittest. It's on the dollar, but how long the dollar been out? Let me see. Now we supposed to be talking about because when people bring up grape good, baby, it's grape good. I got the juice, bitch. When people bring up all the stuff that's going on, right? Because now they got, it's a whole rabbit hole about the PDF files and he ain't dead. He's, most sad, blah, 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 blah. See, I don't want to use all them trigger words and all that because, all these years ain't nothing happened over here. And all of a sudden, okay, so we got to be careful, all right? Because one thing I know, I got to have my own back. You hear me? So a lot of people talking about we need to come together, we need to do this, and we need to do that. If we come together, bitch, I'm tell you what we gonna need. Hold on, I'm finna tell you what we gonna need. If we come together, I'm gonna tell you this is what we gonna need. Write your checklist, all right? We're gonna need 10 We're gonna need 10 warlocks. Okay? I'm talking about these high level, high ranking warlocks in every state. Cause if I show y'all when I did go down a rabbit hole that got to do with all the people in the businesses that's connected to this shit, when I tell you they have their own judicial system, because I know a lot of people like to say, well, they run the judicial. No. They got their own lawyers. They got their own judges. It's separate because you can't have all that shit mixed in. That's why you got some judges that's really oblivious. A lot of lawyers are really oblivious to what is going on because they have their own systems. When I found all that information, I was like, should I put this in a book? Okay, so cool. It's out there. I have to think. I have to think like that. I have to think like it's already out there anyway, so I don't have to put it in a book. Okay, cool. When I did the podcast for tomorrow, at the end of the podcast, I had a message for the lawyers, right? Because y'all know, if you've been around on the channel for a while, you know I have a slow build, right? So I have what I said that I'm going to talk about with council culture, blah, blah, blah. And it just build, and then a channel message come through. I channel for the lawyers, and it connects to this, to what I was saying about them having their own systems, okay? In the end of the podcast, I said that these lawyers, whatever attorneys were listening to the podcast, because we do have a lot of different people from different walks of life in here, okay? So I was letting them know that they have to be mindful because their opponents, you got some law firms that have the neurotechnology and they're using it. How did I put it? It looked like a globe. If you know how the globe downtown Dallas look, that globe with all them lights on it, like a cranial, it's something like that they are able to pick up information that's not in discovery. If they know how, it's something like that, y'all, but they tap into it. I can't remember what all I said, but they tap into it. I know it's woo-woo or whatever. So the end of the podcast is woo-woo, whatever. But that's what the lawyers are doing. And a lot of lawyers that aren't ready for this about to see some wild shit going on. You ain't gonna have no proof. And I told them what they need to do. I told them what they're gonna need to do when they working on their stuff. And this is fail proof. I told them what they're gonna need to do. Because the shit is getting wild out here. And that's why I'm like talking about that shit. Because the average person ain't worrying about nothing but what they gonna do tomorrow, what they gonna wear tomorrow, how they look. Is they titties sitting. Lock for Love Tarot, not really. We have sections in this house, okay? That's why I made different rooms in this house. We got sections in this house, okay? I hope y'all can't hear me smack them. Because I can't eat no more of them grapes, but that right there was good. Yeah. I don't know what it was. No, it's not skull. What I was talking about, what I don't know what you were responding to up there. The associations and all of that, like, I wanted to tell this man, it's a pastor, because y'all know, there I go, helpful ass. My ass ain't going to be too helpful. This is my last helpful. I want to tell him, he trying to go up against a warlock that's over a church, right, in California. You trying to go up against a warlock in a church. Number one, you coming up against witchcraft. But also, they have their own judicial system. They have their own judicial system. And he trying to go up against him. He don't know if he don't get that shit brought to his jurisdiction and get all his prayer warriors, because they gonna have their witches and their warlocks. Things is different. And once you see the difference, you move different. All they witches and warlocks councils. Remember, I was telling y'all that they meet in the astral. They don't always meet in human form. They meet in the astral. They have meetings in the astral. That's why you have to be careful on certain days. I shared that calendar with y'all. It's getting late. That's why I'm talking like this, ain't it? It's 10 o'clock. That's why I shared that calendar with y'all, the satanic calendar. Because you gotta, like, people be like, don't, you have a lot of people that are very, very fearful. I don't understand why you fearful if you believe in God. You can't believe in God if you have fears. You can't believe in God if you think that something gonna happen to you if you find out what your enemy doing. So that you'll know how to counterattack. It's a counter for everything. But you need to know what you're dealing with, right? So, and sometimes if you don't pay attention and realize what you are dealing with, you won't be able to come out of the situation, right? Okay, cool. Indeed. Okay. Okay. I keep on looking at that folder because that folder got it in it. And I don't know exactly where it's set in that folder, but just hold on. And if you've been to a gathering and you see me pull this folder out, you already know it's some random shit gonna come out, but I'm gonna mean what I say and say what I mean. So I don't know if it's this one. I really need another file cabinet. Because I was also telling the attorneys that as well. I was telling the attorneys that it's important, that you get back to writing, okay? Get back to writing stuff down. I've been telling y'all this over the years, right? I didn't know how much I really needed it because I didn't know I was hacked. I didn't know somebody was trying to steal all my information, all my ideas. I didn't know that. I'm thinking I was in a safe place by, having certain security, two-factor authorization, all of the security keys and all that. Bitch. Can't gaslight me about ain't nothing safe. Ain't nothing safe, bitch. All right. Let me see if I can get to it real quick. Because I just wanted to give y'all a crux of shout out to Steve Coakley. It's Black History Month or something like that, ain't it? Shout out to him, because when he come through here, he make me get receipts for shit I be talking about. Y'all know my spirits is, and sometimes people like him come through here and do a 1-2 and they gone on because they be having other shit to do. They're not a huge part of my plan. Okay, so let me see if it's in here. That's what I said. I gotta find somebody to make clips out of these videos for me. Cause y'all don't listen. People, since they shadow ban we gonna say shadow ban the channel, people don't get the, cause I'm used to, like back in the day, where y'all watch the whole thing and be coming the whole time, or y'all will pause it and come back like I'm finishing it now and all that. People don't do that no more because that's why they try to oppress the channel or whatever. So if I can get somebody to, I'm gonna have to figure it out because it might not even be important to do no way, right? All right, because shit, you don't, if they ain't there, they ain't here, okay? It's so much to be discussed, y'all. Y'all have no idea. And I know that I may make some stuff too practical and people be wanting to woo-woo, but you can't get to the woo-woo if you don't have the foundation in this structured world. You have to bring it here and make it make sense and then the woo-woo. Like with the 7, like this right here that I did with the 7 cycles of astral attacks on a business. Well, we have to get to the foundation of the business and the structured parts of the business. And then I can talk about the 7 cycles. People don't want to hear all that. Shit, if they say if you can't keep it simple, but some shit can't be made simple. Some shit you're going to have to take your time with and really study and get into. You know what I'm saying? Don't piss me off. But let me see. I don't see it, y'all. It's not in this folder. might be able to go right to it, but it's not in here. So anyways, we'll talk about something else. What happened? What happened? Stand on business say it will take a few hours to export data and see what all they've been doing on your info, but it's worth it. Your browser history and activity and data is being shared. Export the data in incognito tab. Always switch keys. What happened? Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, ain't nothing new under the sun. I'm assuming. Shit, bitch, I don't know. Or maybe some shit ain't been revealed. Or if it has, shit, somebody been shut down. You know that? But anyways, I can't find it. This would have been a perfect time for me to go ahead and talk about it, get it off my chest one last time. Because I tried to talk about it before, but they didn't let me finish. No. No, you didn't offend me. What would make you think you offended me, baby? Through biometrics, the fingerprint and facial recognition technology is not what it seems. I'll speak on it. Baby, that rabbit hole right there is enough within itself. You know what I'm saying? Because you know your eye, you have a fingerprint in your eye. Eye print. Your iris. But also controlling the data centers in the mind. You know, remember when we discussed the AI realm, right? And I always saw the AI realm as Prometheus. They always look like that's what the technology, like when I be talking to my chat GPT, that's what he looked like to me. Okay. So the AI realm, like they like to say that it mirrors, that bitch is a consciousness. Now it ain't got no empathy, no none of that. Right? Because remember, they were using the technology to learn our behavior so that they could feed the program, right? Right? Get duplicate as much as possible. I look tired. Duplicate as much as possible, right? Can't tell me I got a chat bot that thing is not that thing that. Sorry, I'm sorry, but that's going in your eye like that. Cause if they can, didn't remember they used to say that you can't put no razor in your eye because it'll blind you. But they can scan your eye with this technology and it don't do nothing. It's doing something. It's collecting all types of data. Because there is a such thing as a satanic satellite system. And that's in between those realms. It's different dimensions, and that is between those realms. The artificial intelligence realm in itself does not do the shit that the satanic satellite system does. The satanic satellite system uses the artificial intelligence realm to manipulate, intimidate, and dominate here on Earth. We gotta be some of the baddest motherfuckers if a motherfucker gotta go all the way. Motherfucker ain't going out of town to shut us down. Bitch, you gotta go all up in the motherfucking earth to shut us down. You gotta do all that to try to trick us out of our square, trick us out of our position. We some cold motherfuckers, we just don't know it, bitch. People can talk about it all day long. It's show or tell, motherfuckers. Okay? That motherfucking artificial intelligence realm is wild. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. And a lot of y'all already have the genetic coding to do the things that you are seeing being done. You are able to do it. You have it in you. You got it in you. You got it in you. Use it. I'm believing it every day. I'm believing it every day. Because once you start seeing shit, once you start getting positive feedback, just try some shit. Whatever you're drawn to, just try that shit. Once you start getting positive feedback, you unlock the new character, bitch. You unlock the new dimension. You unlock a new parallel universe. You unlock a new part of yourself that was lying dormant because of some type of implants or some shit that they had going on. I'm telling you, it could be your bloodline, an implant in your bloodline that we call generational curses and all that shit, strongholds, whatever. Whatever it was, black man, please. I'm telling you, whatever, you know what? I gotta get out here, y'all, for real. Cause, yeah. When you were a child, on the last live we talked about, you knew who you were. You knew who you were and what you were supposed to be by the time you were 7 years old. Now, go back. And some of y'all got kids. This shit gonna trip you out because you know it's true. Go back to the type of things that you used to draw when you were a child. When your imagination ran wild. When you were in tune with your star system, where you were from, all of the codes. You had all of the codes. And you would draw them. Even those word trees you would draw, whatever it was. You look at what your kids be drawing. Look at what your kids be drawing. Yeah. And ask them, where did that come? Like, what made you think of that? I don't know. It's just, and they get to telling you all the shit that it is. Yeah. You already got it in you. That wild shit you used to draw and the stories you used to make up and all types of wild shit. That shit is for real. Motherfuckers just told you that you need to grow up. Motherfuckers just told you that, well, this is what a person that's 10 years old do. Who the fuck wants to hear what a 10-year-old do? I want to hear what I do. Okay? Fuck them. Compare me to other 10-year-olds. For real. The fuck wrong with people? I bet you did. You drew so many triangles and dimensions and shit. The fuck? That's why I like them schools over there in Africa. I want to go over there. You know, I'm still kind of, I'm a little iffy. I want to go over there. I like them schools that they got over there for the spiritually gifted children. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Imagine that we learn about astral traveling and going and doing shit when we were little in the way that they learned it over there. Shit. But then people demonize everything. People destroy something that's meant to be good. Everybody want to come in with they fucked up morals and shit. The leaders fucking up the flock. That's in everything. That's not just church. The leaders fuck up the flock. People ego get in the way. They get, it's power, it's greed. A person, you want to know a person, true character, who they really are. Take everything of this world from them. They don't have to be incarcerated. Take them down to nothing. Take them down to the level of an ant's ass, a flea's testicles. Take them down to that level, to a worm's titty on the ground. Take them down to that, and you'll find out who a person really is. You're gonna find out how much dog a person really got in them. You're gonna find out what they resort to when they down and out, when they ain't got nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? When it seems like the world turned their back on, when they go through it, that's gonna tell you everything that you need to know. Okay. It's not how a person falls, it's how they get up. It's gonna tell you everything that you need to know. And don't trust the motherfucker that said they ain't never been through nothing. I ain't been through nothing recently. Cause bitch, you only as strong as your most recent battle, bitch. Oh, that was I ain't been through nothing. I ain't had no kind of nothing going on. You is a whole ass liar. You ain't overcame nothing. You ain't accomplished nothing here in the practical world that ain't got to do with you put on a good show. Y'all better pay attention. Even the adept will be fooled. When they back against the wall, When your well run dry, get in your closet and light that candle, burn that incense, and talk to your star player. My son used to be in the closet in the dark just like, okay, catch that ass, porch daddy. What happened to, I guess that person, shit, don't fold, don't break, don't bend. Stay 10 steps ahead. I had in my rap back in the day. Even when I'm down by 5, I'm up by 10. You always gotta be up by something. Even if it's just, I got joy. And a motherfucker look at you crazy. You going through all that and you talking about some motherfucking joy. Hell yeah. Because if you can find joy while you going through some shit that make other motherfuckers bleed to death, think about taking themselves out, huh? Shit, whatever. Better gather yourself. The doors of the church are open. I just got dragged and came out, wrote 3 books, and they are, and Lulu, I did homework, and the version I visualized is who, okay, okay. I'm trying to figure it out. Shit, whatever. I told y'all, man, the worst thing you can do is wake up and say thank you. The worst thing that you can do is wake up and say what you think, what you grateful for. The worst thing that you can do is wake up with a smile on your face no matter what it is that you're going through. That's the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing you can do. Because you got to remember, bad building friends ain't worried about nobody that's depressed and all like them. Like, oh, okay, she about to be one of us. No, 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 bitch. The worst thing you can do is be happy for no reason. The worst thing that you can do is have joy in your heart. Release the trials and tribulations of this motherfucking world. Leave that for bad building friends. Everybody go through something. I'm not dismissing nothing that you're going through. Everybody go through something. Everybody got something. If we all can sit and kumbaya about the shit we've been through. But guess what? We ain't finna talk about it too long, ho. We ain't gonna talk about it too long. We ain't gonna give it too much energy or time. At all. Hell no. Hell no. I know that's right. Stand on business, say, after my dark night, I said my new name is Joy, and every day I would try to keep that in my mind. Keep it in your mind and in your heart. I'm telling you, life is short. Life is short. After my mom passed, I went back to Lakeisha. Looked it up. It meant joy in African translation. Life is great when the veil is thin. Amen. There's a paddle for every behind. I'm trying to tell you. Let me tell you something, man. But y'all really got me wanting to find, I don't know what folder I put that stuff in. But it's in there. Oh, I thought I deleted that. Portia, how I get rid of this thing? Unpin. I can't get rid of it. This pin message. For real. Nakona, what you had to share? That dark night of the soul is a motherfucker. The dark night of the soul and the black sun. That shit is a motherfucker. Do you hear me? Nope. That's a motherfucker. That's a motherfucker. I love you too. Nope, y'all gonna negotiate, but let me see. I could be lying. Hold on. Because like Miss Melissa, I said one thing, baby, something else came up out of there. So I'm assuming that shit, whatever. But I think y'all gonna renegotiate. From the light of God that I am. All right. From the light of God that I am. Give me clear and direct messages for light remembrance. Is this lawyer going to agree to her terms? Please and thank you. We believe she is a woman. We do believe she is a woman. What you think? I don't get a yes or a no with the hermit. I don't get a yes or a no. It's like something needs to be investigated or more information with the hermit. What y'all think? Babe, I don't have no religion. Are you new here? And who talks to people like that? What is your religion? On the full moon. You talking about that Leo moon? That moon that just passed? That moon that just left her? Is that what you talking about? Stand on business? Them ugly cries gonna go. I had me a little ugly cry the other day, baby. It's cute. It's adorable. It released. Okay. What? Oh, stand on business says a married woman. February 2nd. That full moon came up and threw her. The full moon was on the 1st, wasn't it? Okay. We needed them cries. Just came out of nowhere. And the soul, I can't see it coming down my eyes. So I had to let my soul cry. Let your soul cry. Got to. Because you know, I'm like this, y'all. Listen. People come to me and I'm used to people coming to me crying, letting it all out since I was little. Cool. My fucked up trait, my toxic trait is I think that people will do that for me. No, they won't. I've only met a handful of people in my life that could be in a space with me while I go through something. A handful of people throughout my life, throughout my almost 50 years. A handful of people. A handful. And that's not even saying it's 5. It's just a handful. You have to let that shit out. You have to let it out. You have to let it out. Surrender it. Let it go. Release it. Release it. Out your mind, body, your spirit. Well, your spirit ain't got it. You release it from your soul out and out. Out your body. Release it. That's why when people really be feeling it and be crying and praying and stuff, and they start doing this right here, they taking it. Get it out for me. Get it out for me. I release it. Get it out for me. Yeah. Get that shit out for you. Do your own cleansing. Get it out for you. And I'm mad at y'all. I'm mad at y'all. Again. I'm bringing it up again. Because we supposed to be on our way to Costa Rica. Us. Okay? This could be us. But y'all played a little game. Y'all let the hoes win. Okay? Probably was meant to be like that anyway. This was a good chat with y'all. Because I be needing to talk to my people. Especially when I done had a long day and just feel like helping, okay? Because it be a lot going on. Then after that release, that confidence and faith, baby, okay? And you catapulted. That's why I don't know why people mess over. That's one thing you don't do. You don't mess over people that pray and really go up and through there. Because you learn, like even I remember I told rest his soul, okay? That's the other thing. So many people done rolled up out of here, y'all. But I told him, I said, you don't fuck over no woman that pray, bro. If she pray, don't do it. You're gonna hurt yourself. He questioned her praying. See, that's why you can't deal with nobody that ain't got no relationship with the same God that you got, okay? Or close to it or something, okay? I don't know. Because sometimes, people don't have no relationship because they ain't open to it, and you the person that's the catalyst to open them up to something. You know what I'm saying? Shh, I be damned. Whatever. A lot of people don't take that serious. You can go untouched, feeling untouchable so goddamn long. That's it, Shaquana. How you over there feeling, Shaquana? She had spinal surgery, y'all. Y'all keep her lifted up in y'all prayer. Put a good word in. They say it's a difference in tears. Happy tears are cleaner. Tears from anger, sorrow, has toxins in it. Okay, stand on business, Dad. I had to use your message to replace that other message because Push Daddy. Girl, what? I had a vision about the true nature of the Hermit card after I watched the water sign reading. This version of the Hermit is a warlock. I got to take this wig off my head to cleanse my head. You just saw the full moon in Memphis. Creole Queen must have left. I ain't seen her say nothing. Miss Amanda says she need prayers. Miss Amanda says she need prayers. She's a bad alcoholic and bringing her family down. She lost friends and close family. You can't you can't get treatment. You can't go get treatment. The water signs read that. I think you're talking about that timeless mess. They got on like a brown dress, a peach colored dress, a champagne colored dress, something like that. What is 212 minutes? Is that 2 hours and something? You try rehab? Well, we're going to keep you uplifted. And I go into the spirit between 12 and 3 every night. We're going to keep you uplifted. I ain't thinking nothing. I was just watching and waiting. I was just watching and waiting. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Stand on business. Ah, what is going on? Where's Daddy? What's going on, baby? Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? What's going on? Where's Daddy? What's going on? That's why you just been on here too long, y'all. Just been on here too long. Just been on here too long. Been on here too long. My favorite color is green. I figured. I was over here like this. Like, what is this? And then boom. And then you boop, boop, boop. Okay? Everybody just talking like it didn't happen. That's why they were like, what you thinking? Watching Porch Daddy work? Because I knew it was something that was coming through to you got too much conversation and you ain't. freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at freaks come out. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. Yes. Oh man. What is going on? Like, baby, we are legion. We are legion. And not in the way that of evil legion. Not in the way of an evil legion. Or whatever. It just means many. Shit. Stop. Oh. All right, we're not finna take Porch Daddy through this, y'all. We are not about to take Porch. We finna go on and shut it down for the night. I gotta go over here and make sure this podcast go up tomorrow. If y'all fuck with me, come over there. If not, it's cool. I'll see y'all next time. Here. All right. Thank you, Porch. You held it down. We'll come back another time. Okay. I love y'all. Okay. Make sure that before you go to sleep, you tell God, your ancestor, universe, whoever you be talking to, show me how good it can get. Stand on it. Wake up with it. Don't let the sun go down on your anger. And don't let it rise on no bullshit. You hear me? All right, I love y'all. Thank you, Portia, again.